We are here. We are playing Evrand. I had said some things last week, and I put some more thought into it. And while there was a lot of ambiguity in ways things could go, well, I'll tell you what happened last time, and then we'll go from there. How about that? So the party was researching. They had one lost hero of blood to help find. That was the last sort of hero, the 12th hero out of the 11 that they had to find to complete at least this step of the prophecy. So the party was doing a bunch of research trying to figure out what they could learn about lost heroes of blood, did a whole bunch of asking Mistra a bunch of different questions, trying to narrow down the location. They narrowed it down to one of two locations, one which was Thay, the other which is Tartarus, the plane of Tartarus.
Both bad.
The party decided, seemed like they really would rather go to Tartarus than to Thay, which is an interesting choice.
We're interesting folk.
One's still on the material plane, the other is an unholy other plane of existence with wind that flays the skin from your body, but, you know, that's a thing, I guess. So anyway,
minor inconvenience.
they were going to go to Dethair to try and locate a tuning fork that can get you to Tartarus, because you need to have the tuning forks attuned to the different locations to be able to plane shift to those locations. And that, I think, was pretty much all that happened last time. Yep. Did I miss anything?
Nope.
We did make a tuning fork to Evrand.
That's true. Okay, that's good.
Oh, yeah?
That is true. And we came up to the issue with getting to Thay. It's still the material plane, so plane shift didn't work because you couldn't go from Evrand
To Faerun.
to Faerun because it's still the material plane. Yeah. It's just a different world on the material plane. So that was.
And I think half of the reason that we didn't like that Thay wasn't as much of an option is because it seemed like it was a very long journey to get there.
Yeah.
Like we could teleport within a month's boat trip.
Yeah.
We could just montage our way there, though.
That's true. But like as heroes trying to solve a prophecy that seems time sensitive, I feel like a month in transit is like.
You know who would know?
Who?
Mistra. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We should ask.
Mistra, do we have enough time to go to Thay? Because we'll go boat for.
Flint's gonna say no to that.
Right?
No, we wouldn't.
Flint's gonna be like, listen, I only want to bother her for important stuff, and this seems kind of silly.
Whether or not we have enough time to fulfill the prophecy.
Let's let Ted finish recap and then talking about today before we argue about a thing that might not matter.
All right.
I mean,
That's true.
if she didn't want you to ask these questions, she wouldn't give you one free one every day as a ritual. Which I gotta say, that's basically like once you hit level 9, you got me for 3 questions, regardless, no matter what, forever, every day. Maybe more if I'm feeling up to it.
It's true.
So like, don't give that as an option if you don't want people calling you. That's
Well,
what
I mean, it's
That's
just
true.
like
You are her favorite, so
I know, but like you know how
she's
when
probably
you
happy to hear.
I don't want to
Right?
take advantage of that.
I don't think that can be considered taking advantage because you explicitly have that ability.
You
She
don't
bequeathed
think
it
that,
to
and I might not think
Why
that.
don't you ask
But
next time you talk to her?
Flint might think that.
Ekash will suggest that you ask then next time if you're worried about it.
Well, again, let's do the
Mistra,
thing
am
I just
annoying
said.
you?
Anyway.
So, Tedward.
Yes, so the party was splitting up to do that, and that is where I put some thought into it after the game, and I said, well, a trip to Thay and or Tartarus would be fun, and they're still not off the table.
The table adjacent.
Yeah, so, and I was thinking, breaking down number of characters and how things were going to go and trying to figure out how that would work. And I was like, well, they opted to get Brina, which removed one of Sean's characters from that option. So,
Was that one of?
Yeah.
What was it?
Strix,
Oh.
his lizard folk druid from Pact game,
Oh.
he had pretty grody toes,
He did.
so he was an option.
He also had a taste for fingers.
I remember.
So that would have been one.
Finger
So,
food.
so he was gone. That was an option there. Technically, one of the lost heroes of blood, they don't know this. The party doesn't know this.
They're so dumb.
They are so dumb. They should just ask questions. Idiots. Is in Thay, so that is still accurate, which is Jack O' the Lanterns from the very poorly received Curse of the Full Moon one-shot that we did right after the whole party TPK'd. Skitter, the one that brought about that... Did he survive?
No.
No. Yeah, okay, so
Oh,
that's
no.
why he's in Thay. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
exactly. When you said it, I was like, wait a sec. Nope, that checks.
He's
Yeah.
dead in day.
Yep.
No, he ended up as a zombie.
Did he?
Yep.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Well, anyway, he was in Thay.
That actually works perfectly.
All of the things worked out really well,
Yeah.
inadvertently, with my forgetting most of that campaign. Other than I remember Pat being real mad. that
Yeah.
He picked a fire sorcerer, and everything was immune to fire.
Yeah, I was also annoyed because I picked a melee character and every enemy had resistance to piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing
Yeah.
from non-magical weapons. And I'm like, I'm level 5 and it's a one-shot.
Yep.
You can't make everything resistant to damage.
That's weird because I felt like I did great with my light cleric.
You did do great with your light cleric.
Anyway,
Anywho.
so he's still technically an option, and it would be interesting to see the new Blood Hunter in play. Dana's playing it in Evil Game, but we've only had we don't play it super frequently, so it's hard to get a true feel for how it actually plays, especially because the updates are pretty significant. And going back for your education, internet, and for the group here again, I'll go back through. There were some changes to the prophecy over the time, so I'll just provide these to you. It's more of an FYI. So we had, let's see, we had our Warrior of Water searching for his meaning. That was obviously Wave, and given the current scenario, that's not an option, so we removed that. We already discussed how the minstrel could have been Rick or Ikaj. Originally, I was hoping that I could make things work in D&D Beyond to put a homebrew full-blown class, or at least pseudo-tweak it to work with an existing class. It's just, it doesn't work. It's too difficult to make it. Obviously, they don't have an enabled full class homebrew. Apparently, they said subclasses wasn't originally one of their options they were going to do either, but they changed their mind on that. I guess it's too much work on their back end to make that work. So that kind of original character was going to be one made from the Necromancer class that I designed, so that kind of fell apart. And then we had, let's see, Prickly Dwarf, Lazy Combatant hailing from a land that no one knows was Ranrak, another one of Pat's characters. Obviously, we had to remove that because. So that's how we got our Grody Toes combatant. The original Acolyte of Death, who was once a feast for crows, was Rev, Sean's character, who died but then undied.
New timeline, new dis.
Yeah, exactly.
What
And-
a wonderful sacrifice that was, though, at the time.
It was wonderful indeed.
It was one of my favorite moments of gaming.
Yeah.
Was a good
I
one.
was sad.
Yeah, and then it got undone. So
A lot of great moments got undone.
a lot of great moments got undone.
But for the greater good.
Yes.
Yep.
So that just gives us sort of an overview of where we ended up with differences in the prophecy as time has gone on. Oh, and then we had a couple other Grody Toes warriors that came up, like Tordek, the hairy dwarf. Wasn't planned, but technically
Yeah.
was an option.
Yes, indeed.
So now, and Strahd was never planned, but that ended up happening. It just seemed it felt too right to not have that whole thing go underway and then have that not be part of it in the long run. And it allowed Artificer, which is a class they didn't have. Just like Rick the Black also wasn't part of the plan, but
It worked out.
that's a fighter, which is a new class, just to split up the breakdown of the different classes.
Makes up for Wave.
Yeah, pretty much. And then now we are left with our current lost hero of Blood. So I have had some thoughts, and we could, if you desperately want to play zombie Jack of the Lanterns, as an option you still have, and that still involves you going to Tartarus. But I've been thinking, and we've been talking, and I was going to say, well, originally we could have pulled somebody else from Tartarus And that would have been Quentin from our evil game, or our evil game from Jake game from back in the day.
He's a cutie pie.
Quentin, yeah. We would have done that, but then I was like, oh, if we're gonna go down the warlock route, Sean said, oh, let's change that up a little bit. So I'm gonna change the prophecy in the moment here to allow a different character to be part of it. And I'll say before everybody goes to Dethair, we can either have the prophecy change in the moment, or we can just retcon that any of that happened. Just that we have a different prophecy.
Let's
statement.
say it changes in the moment in case some weird conversation we have comes up, like some conversation we had about something comes up later. We don't have to think like, well, did that or did that happen?
You were saying like Oz would be like, you know
Oh
what?
yeah, that was the other idea I had of Oz just being like, you know what? This thing changes every fucking 3 days. I reject these.
I reject they. I reject.
We're not going.
Hell.
So we're gonna wait a fucking week and see if it changes.
And look at that, it does. Who'd have thunk?
Yeah,
It's a very loose prophecy.
Yes.
it's an evolving
We're
prophecy. It evolves with us.
loose group,
That's not. Don't say that.
loose cannon.
Tighten it up.
Okay, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Loose cannons. That works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing.
Tighten it up.
Also, like,
Tight cannons.
so back to the whole Fae thing. I don't think that Ricks would be good on boats. I don't know why, but I'm having this feeling that we shouldn't get a Rick on a boat.
Why? I can swim.
Right.
Yeah, but you got
Yeah,
all
but
that
you want
armor is
that
really
heavy
heavy,
armor.
and I feel like it would. What if
We'll
you
go down
got,
like an anchor.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be hard.
Can you
I
breathe
got my rig.
underwater? What is
Oh,
that?
back at the tower.
Sure, but what if you get knocked unconscious or fall asleep and then go in the water?
Now, what if anyone else got knocked unconscious or fell asleep and then went in the water?
They could float.
Could they?
Yeah, I could float.
Are you sure if you're unconscious?
Yeah.
That sounds like complete and total garbage.
Why?
Who's to say?
Me. I did.
I don't recall.
You would sink. Look it, you're wearing clothes.
I don't recall.
You're not just
ever
buoyant.
lying to you before. I don't know why you'd think I would now.
Why don't you? We'll do a test.
I've already done the test. It works.
All right. Fine.
Good talk. So yeah, no Ricks on boats. Only if you float.
Okay.
It's a weird rule.
I'm sure Flint can float. I don't know. I've never tried, but I probably could. I have a good feeling about it.
Did you guys ever go? I'm trying to think if there's a situation where you guys were in the water. I remember there was the giant toads.
I think there was one, and it was like right
How about
after
that
I
time
had
that we
swapped
died
out.
out to sea?
Sorry, I'm trying to do a thing.
Crack, like a baby kraken in the water.
No, we
You
fought
did that.
a full-size kraken on the land.
No, then
You
we
fought a baby
then we
kraken
also
in the
fought
water
it,
first.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Because I remember Clyde became a wind elemental to like move us along.
Oh
Push
yeah.
push the boat.
I thought that was a. Nope, never mind. Either way.
I think Clyde was a killer whale one time when you fought a giant frog.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we did
that
have a
sounds right.
water level, but like a water thing, and it was right after I sold. No, never mind. I'm thinking of a different thing. I was gonna say it was right
Anyway.
after I sold Hugh, because I remember I sold Hugh, but Hugh didn't float. I was thinking of the axe or the sword.
Bob.
Bob. Yeah, I was thinking of Bob, not Hugh.
I don't
Good talk. I'm sure you're
Yeah.
loving this internet. So I think the prophecy is going to shift, and we're just gonna make it. All that's gonna change is just the word blood is gonna be replaced with the word death.
Oh.
Lost hero of death.
Who helps with my retraction? Twice.
Many times as necessary.
There's a little superscripted 2 next to retraction.
Good to know.
That wasn't there before.
All right. Lost hero of death. Any thoughts on where to start with this one? I
Ooh, maybe it's that guy with the chainsaw arm. He seemed pretty deathy.
yeah, but
And he seemed kind of lost.
Oh, and he's got my butcher's apron.
you know what? This is
You gave that.
this is a good thought, guys. I like where this is going so far.
You weren't even there.
Wait.
Yes, it was.
Were you there? Who
I'm
are you?
fine.
Oh.
It's hard to tell.
Brandon talks like this. She's a
Yeah.
little more high pitched and a little faster in her cadence, and a little more childlike.
No, you're right.
And Clyde's just my normal voice.
That's fair.
This is what it's like on that. This like with Neville and
Yeah.
I'll catch up. I gotta work on it.
We'll get there.
Wait.
You know what? That's a really good idea. Do you guys remember where he was from? Like, he was from a different plane, but do you have any other information on...
I don't remember if he said.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't
Well-
remember him saying where he was going either.
Well, wait a minute.
He was going home,
There
I
was
thought.
the cabin over by Bricken's homestead that was similar to the cabin that we fought in, that he also had one in his world. So maybe if we go to that cabin, we can find where he's from.
You know what? That is also a good, that's a good plan B.
Yeah, I don't really want to do
Oh,
it, though. That
Flint.
place was spooky.
Yeah.
Just ask your god
Oh,
What?
yeah, just ask
where this
Mistra.
death guy is.
Didn't we just do this?
Is that a problem?
I mean... No. Could we... What? Well, I was just saying, like, could we just brainstorm some more ideas so I'm not just, like, asking for shit in the dark?
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Like let's come up with some ideas.
well, again, what can we come
like
up
what
with
did you do
about
before you
hero
met me?
of
Like, you
death?
found us,
Yeah.
and
Neville,
we haven't
you're-
had to
you're
use...
undead, right? Is Neville undead?
Kind of.
I'm mostly dead.
Ooh. I think that means he's a little alive.
You know any other dead heroes?
He looks pointedly at Bruce.
He's already part of prophecy. He don't count. We need another one.
Yeah, I had like a good group of friends. They're all dead now.
Huh.
Us just freezes in place. He's like, I don't know how to react to that.
So no, I can't say that I know any
Heroes
a
of
hero
death.
of death. So a hero of death is someone who is death's hero, right? Death is controlled by. Does he have to make a religion check for this?
No, we'll say he knows.
Kelimvor, right? So maybe it's Kelimvor's hero is the hero of death.
Oh,
This is great.
are there any Kelimvor
Temples.
temples or, monasteries? I don't
There
really know.
might be one in Defair.
Who is
All
anybody
right.
from the Thayer? Do we know anybody from the Thayer? Are you from the Thayer?
No, he's from Dahir.
Clyde's like, I'm from there.
He takes a high five.
Oh, cool.
I don't. That's a gosh. I was about to be like, I don't know who's sighing.
A
and it kept
question:
going.
Is there a cardboard like a substance in Faerun? And if so, is there some about Sabrina can do some arts and crafts because this conversation is boring to her?
I mean, I guess. Sure, we'll say there is.
There's a
Well, I
bunch
mean,
of
there's paper.
leaves.
Craft paper.
Yeah,
Sure.
she's gonna go find paper. As the serious conversation is going on, you just see her walk in and out with different supplies in her hands.
There's
Some pots and
Isaac.
pans,
Like,
some paper, some paste.
attention.
All right. I mean, I feel like a hero of Kelimvor is a good place to start.
Okay.
Flint, do you think that's enough? Yeah, I could start with that.
Okay. But before we do that, what if What
Okay.
if we figure out like places where like temples of Kelimvor might be? Is there a way we might be able to figure that out before we ask?
You guys would know there's
Brother.
a temple of Kelimvor in Thay.
Yeah, but we want to go there.
I know, but this is a disembodied.
There's
Because I
probably a
know-
temple somewhere in Evrand which would be easier to get to.
There's definitely one in Thay, but like again, that would be a couple
It's
months.
definitely-
Do you think Brother Drander would know?
We can ask him.
Brother Drander!
Yes.
Oh, there, Drander.
I liked it.
Okay. Hi. What's up?
Welcome to the conversation. Do you know any places that have Kelimvor vibes?
No, specifically temples to Kelimvor.
That too.
Those are different things.
Yes, that's why I figured I'd. it'd be a
Yeah,
little-
well,
Could be
most,
handy.
They could.
a lot of major cities will. Defair would have one. Borrelia would have one. The other continents would have one. Maybe even and anywhere where there's a lot of death. You might find somebody. It gets like weird deja vu. Talking about Kellenborg so much.
Do you want to start in?
An androgynous
Fair?
person, and he doesn't know what gender he is.
Well, I mean, I can pop us over right quick to the Thayer.
Yeah, why don't we
If you
check?
want to check there.
Why don't we check the
If you
Therian
want to
temple?
check to Thayer.
Liked it. Yeah. Why don't you guys check there and ask if because you could just pop in and pop back, right?
Technically.
Let me see how many spells left. Well, also, I mean,
Do you have teleportation circle?
I don't know. I might have gotten rid of it when I got
Teleport.
Teleport.
Yeah, that makes
Why don't
sense.
you just bring somebody else who can teleport them?
Yeah, it's a solid option.
Have we had a long rest since this? Because I.
No, it's the same day.
It's the same day, but we
Same
didn't
day.
travel that first time.
Oh no! We've been doing prophecies for like 3 days. Because it took Flint like 3 days to get all the questions out. So we would have definitely had a long rest since we moved.
Okay, so I'm just
Definitely
gonna
got a
give
chance
my
to ask
spell
more
slot.
questions.
Mm-hmm. So why don't we start at the temple in Dethair and
Yeah,
ask them
otherwise.
if there's any kind of lost heroes who.
That they know of.
I'm in.
Who are
Ikaj.
you? Okay.
All right, no, I think that's a great idea. Ikaj, why don't? I would also like to go because there's some other stuff I'd like to do in Dethair.
Sounds good.
So Wildfire, we'll need someone to get us there and back.
Reporting
And
for duty.
ooh,
Yeah, for duty.
Rick, the White.
Yeah.
Grandpa Rick! You hear Brina shout.
What?
Oh, that's what I'm calling from now on, because there's too many Ricks to keep track of, and he has the white beard, so he's Grandpa Rick, and he's Uncle Rick, and you're not Rick. She said. She points at Flint.
I'm certainly not Rick, so I'll take it.
It's kind of racist.
Yeah. We're thinking the same thing.
Rick, you went with Wave when you were talking to Chuck, right? The weapons guy?
Chuck was the weapons guy.
Yes, did you go with Wave when he was doing the training there? Do you remember Chuck?
Is that where you fought the wolf?
Yeah, I did fight that.
Didn't he bite your leg?
Cause
off?
I don't want to talk about it.
Would you be willing to go with Wildfire and maybe just check in with Chuck and see if he would be willing to kind of accept Velguard, not squires, but like when people,
Trainees?
trainees
Or
if they
interns?
pass the test.
If he'd be willing to train them up for us?
Yeah.
Nobody's
so
going to be able
say?
to pass that test.
Well, I mean,
Was the test fighting the wolf?
Yeah.
Do they have, I mean...
Yeah, very possibly,
Right? I
but
can't
like-
just like, what?
I mean, literally, if somebody passes the test, he's willing to train them. So
Alright.
it wouldn't even need to be. We wouldn't even need to ask him.
all right.
No,
Well, then, would you be
Not
willing
just
to
be
try and
getting an
negotiate
influx of-
to not have to pass the test?
Yeah, I guess.
Just because, like, we want the best fighters here, right?
To
yeah.
protect the
And we
whale.
can't train them for the best fighters because we're not the best fighters. We're great fighters. But you're like,
All in all, I mean, we're a very well-rounded group of very talented fighters.
yeah, I know. And I just think if we bumped it up a notch, we'd have the Velguard.
A lot of other notches to go up at this point.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
you
between
pass the test.
me and Rick,
Yeah, it's true.
you really regular fighting doesn't get much more fighting than us. Plus, Squirt small pants over there.
You see her sitting on the ground with a lot of paper cones.
She seems squirrely.
Yeah, but he had, I don't know why you're fighting me on this one, but like he had those special techniques that like other people don't know. And I was just trying to get our fighters to be the best.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying you.
Well, we're saying for
wrong.
when we try to grow the Veil Guard, like Allie and what's his name?
Grant.
Grant.
Right.
Like as they're getting trained and stuff
You know
like
what?
that.
I've
We
been,
could bring
I've been
them
talking to
along.
Grant a bunch. Grant's a good guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good kid.
Yeah.
Granted.
So, I mean, if you don't think it's a good idea, then you don't have to come, and it could just be me while
just-
finding gosh.
I mean,
prefer.
I'll come.
Okay.
They have great coffee there.
Cool.
Big fan. Gotta pick up some beans.
All right.
Some magic beans.
No,
Clyde raises her eyebrows a bunch. Mm-hmm.
no, coffee beans.
Oh, that's less exciting.
Well, you haven't been into there and gotten their coffee.
I haven't. I have my magic coffee pot, so like that.
What's the roast quality on that?
Pretty good. It's what I drink regularly, so I don't really know how to compare to other roasts.
Best part of waking up.
Literally lived off of that and
Chocolate cake.
chocolate cake
Yeah.
for 50 years.
We can do other things.
Whatever.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Your boobs.
Just coffee and cake and a good berry.
A good berry.
One good berry.
A singular good berry for her
Um,
fruits and vegetables. Gotta have a
I mean, that's a
little
full
bit.
nourishment. That's
Right.
like all.
Technically, yeah, the cake's just
The cake's
excess.
just
It's
dessert.
just as fun. Yeah, the dessert for the good berry to have with the coffee.
Exactly.
All right, cool. So now that you guys have a plan, rather than have you guys all go the way over there, I'm gonna ask Mistro quickly if this thing is gonna be a waste of your time, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
All right.
So,
So
have you asked Mistra how she's been lately?
no, I mean I just saw her like 2 weeks ago, wasn't it, when we were dead?
That's a good one. That's a good point.
So like she's probably great. Mistra,
Mighty.
Oh, Mistra.
is this new Lost Hero of Death an accolade of Kalimvor? Related to Kalimvor? Kalimvor-esque.
Follower of
Follower of Kalimvor. That's what I meant. A follower of Kalimvor.
I'm really good at wording, guys.
Thanks, Theron.
She will say yes.
All right. Awesome. We got a yes.
Cool.
Will we get closer to finding this hero if these guys search the Kalimvor temple in Dather?
Yes.
Are you doing well?
I mean, as well as one can in these times.
Great. Same. All right. So yeah, this won't be a waste of your time, guys. So we'll see you when you get back. Right? That's how this works.
I think so. All right.
All
Are we going right now?
I don't see why not.
All right.
Rick, is that all right with you?
Yeah.
All right.
Gosh, ready?
Yeah, I've been sitting here this whole time.
All right.
Cool.
Need to be
Let's go.
Snarky about it.
Yeah, he does apparently. Let's go. Hands in the O.
So, yeah.
Middle.
You guys teleport. And you get the feeling, Flint, from having talked to Mistra again, that sometimes your questions back you into more of a corner and give you less information based on how they're worded.
Yeah.
I just want to make... She gives you that, like...
Mistra, thank you for the constructive criticism.
Just that quick aside.
I'm gonna work on that in the future.
Oh man,
I got constructive criticism from Mistra.
that's the
What
best
about?
kind.
Oh, my questions, they're bad. They're gonna be better at them.
Oh.
and you'll get, again, reconfirmation. There's no bad questions. But...
Just bad and
Wording.
No, I'm doing it bad.
yeah, just optimal wording.
It's fair. But if you're going for optimal wording, Flint's not your A team.
No, that's fair. That's will we get closer to finding them? I mean, yeah. Anywhere you look, you're gonna get closer to finding them.
Well, I mean, I guess
And I mean,
from that interpretation. But like,
and then also
if he's in Westwick,
Reno, what are you doing?
then going to Dather, that was my thought process.
Who's asking?
Dather won't get us closer to him
I
because
see.
we're literally, like, we're going the wrong direction.
I'll tell you when they leave.
They left already.
They left.
Yeah, you're
Oh my
paying
god.
attention.
I was too focused. I'm making a Rick suit.
What?
What does that mean?
I'm just gonna take these bunch of spikes and I'm gonna put them on this pot like a helmet, and I'm gonna put a bunch of them all over my thing, and I'm gonna go around blah, 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 grumpy. Blah, blah, blah. You know that Brina kid? She could be really annoying, but I really admire her.
I think that's great.
I
think I love it.
I do
I
too.
love it.
Yes, I'm gonna try to finish it before they get back, and
All
then
right.
I can greet the Ricks, or one Rick at least, with mini Rick.
You know what you should do?
What's up?
You should get some glue, right, on your face,
Uh-huh.
and then take your hair and like pretend it, like, and like glue it to your face so it's like a beard.
Oh wait, is there any straw or white
Yeah.
paint? Or because I can make a beard.
Yeah.
I don't want to glue my hair. I feel like that'll hurt.
Yeah, probably.
Or like some
Okay.
fleece. Some fleece would be good. Oh, maybe I can rip open a pillow. Maybe there's some stuff in there.
Please don't rip open pillows.
Why?
Because we don't know how many people we're going to get. We might need them for heads.
That's fair. Although I'm sure we could find
Like
some.
just that? Oh, you mean for people to sleep in?
Yeah.
I thought you meant just like.
Oh, no. I don't think we'd put those on pillows, right?
I don't.
If
I
we were
thought
cutting
maybe.
heads, we'd
What if we
bury
put them
them.
in pillows?
No, that wouldn't be comfy.
No, but you can swing around and hit people with it. That'd be fun.
I mean, I guess you could swing around anything and hit people with it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
To be fair,
I shouldn't have
Challenge
said
accepted.
that. Okay.
She pulls out her bag with mouse traps.
Oh, God. That would
This
be...
is the worst death.
Honestly, it'd be just like getting hit with a bag from the outside.
Oh yeah, but I'm
Listen,
saying you
slap
force
you.
somebody into the bag of mousetraps.
Telling you, great trap opportunities here.
You're not wrong. Or you're not wrong. Sorry.
Alright, so we into the thing.
You're there. And
We give up.
Where into there do you take them? Because you didn't go through a circle, so you can go anywhere in the city that you've been.
I guess. I mean, when we were there before, we didn't see the Kalimvor temple anywhere, right?
Saw that park.
Did we have any?
We went to the park. Oh, we can go to the
Coffee
fight.
shop.
Oh, I was gonna say we should go to the. I was gonna just drop us at the fighting, bring us to the fighting place, since that was one of the places we were gonna go. Anyway.
To Chuck's.
Oh, Chuck's?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're at Chuck's.
Yeah. Delightful.
Ah,
All right, let's go in. Hey, Chuck.
oh there.
How's your arm?
Fine. As good as ever.
And you
in
can see
fact.
that you hear sounds of fighting. You see people training and sparring. Walker also there, just wagging his tail when
What's
you
up,
walk
dog?
in. Just as it does.
He is a good boy.
It's the best.
Yeah, I like him.
Ooh. Would Wildfire potentially be able to find a hellhound in Death there? It seems like a sketchy place. They might have
It's kind of
black market for
There's a black
animals
market.
and monsters.
Some people find decks of many things and said
That's-
black market.
apparently.
Yo.
Yo, Oz.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You're gonna be doing.
so you know how we're
some
doing the whole
worlds.
Veilguard thing, right?
Yeah.
We were hoping to maybe purchase your services as far as a trainer for some of our newer recruits there. Either we could send them over here, or maybe you could come over to us. They're eager, but they're not fully formed as fighters yet. So, under tutelage of somebody like you, I know you're used to dealing with the higher echelon, but I also know you have an incredible talent for teaching combat. So, I was thinking you might be able to help us out, because we're in the middle of trying to save the multiple material plane chunks, like a big puzzle. It seems to be falling apart.
Or if you know any of the other guys, if this isn't up to your standards and you know one of the other weapon masters that might be interested, would be cool. But sometimes
We're trying to outsource.
we can only train them up so well. We get to a certain point. So
We know
yeah,
our
you
strengths
just
and weaknesses.
you being such a good fighter and teacher,
Mm-hmm.
you were the first one we thought of when we got new recruits.
And he's like, well, I have people to train here, so you'd probably have to send them to me. How many are we talking?
Just 2 right now.
And this would kind of be an ongoing
But as time goes on,
relationship.
and we're also looking for anybody who might be interested in becoming a battle rager. So if you wanted to, if you had people that were maybe a little too hard-headed to be your students, maybe you could send them my way.
It says, oh, that's a lot to think about.
Yeah, take your time.
And I'll think
We're gonna go get some coffee. We got a couple other things to do. We'll swing back through before we leave.
I mean, we could leave him a sending box if you need more than a day. You look super busy.
I mean, I know you all, and it's fine. I can make my way, and I know where you guys are.
Cool.
So
Awesome.
it shouldn't
Thanks,
be a
Chuck.
problem. Yeah, no problem.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, if you ever feel like you want to come back and finish what you started,
Depends on
he
how much
just like
time I have.
ruffles Walker's fur, like his head. And then you also, as you're walking, you'll see the big collection of all of the magical tomes of fighting on the wall as you guys leave to go get coffee.
All right.
All right.
I should
This
go
is-
back there at some point.
I think you should.
Yeah.
If only to prove it to yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, this really brightens up your day, doesn't it? It's like getting a warm hug on the inside.
You also will notice that there is when you're walking out. Let me just check one thing real quick.
We bum it a wave.
What's up, guys?
He still hasn't used the shield technique
Where's Gorm?
that he learned.
Where's Gorm? You guys, do you see Gorm?
You took Gorm.
What?
You notice that was a pattern? Like, he spent a whole game learning how to do the thing, and then he never did it. And then we spent like 2 whole games hatching Gorm, and then he never used him.
Yeah.
It's just like, we accomplish things to accomplish them, and then never use them.
Yes, but to be fair,
To be tall.
Gorm was a fun companion, regardless.
Yes.
3, 4, 5.
That's fair.
You notice there is 7 pristine new books in his collection. Like he had to move some stuff around. There are 7 new books in the About the Art of Fighting collection. So now it is volumes 1 to 13, as opposed to 1 to 6 like it was last time we were here.
Rick, you're doing the squinty eye thing that makes me think
Yeah.
you're thinking.
Are you thinking or are you pooping?
No, that's definitely not his pooping
Are you
face.
sure?
Oh, you would know if I was pooping.
Oh.
His eyes get wide when he poops.
Oh, like he's surprised it's
Like,
there?
yeah, every time. Like, he's shocked every time.
You'd be shocked if you saw what came out of my ass.
I certainly would be.
I never want to see that side.
Yeah, we're not.
No.
No.
It ain't white, that's for sure.
Ugh. Well, that's a good thing,
God,
isn't it?
is it supposed to be?
No. Poop's not supposed to be white.
Well, bird poop is, and
It's not supposed to be.
it's not.
That's actually a sign of an unhealthy bird.
Yeah.
With an unbalanced diet.
Guys, you are fucking up my worldview right now. Birds aren't supposed to.
Oh my
poop,
god,
right?
can we do literally anything else?
Oh
Sure.
my god, could you not be a pain in the ass for one freaking day?
Maybe if you guys were productive and actually got things done, I wouldn't have to interrupt your fucking bird shit talk. Okay?
Yeah, we talked about that. You want to go do things? Go do things.
Alright, cool.
Well,
Mihaly starts walking away.
Bye.
Asks the first guard he sees, hey, excuse me, sir. Do you know where the temple to Galambor is?
And he's like, yeah, and he'll give you, he's like, yeah, you go down 3 blocks over here, and he'll just kind of like point you in a direction and show you on a map.
Oh, awesome. And he flicks him a gold.
And he's like, great.
Great. You guys coming?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
I like this where we provoke him into doing all the work.
Yeah. Make him think it's his idea.
Say, hey, we should just keep this up.
Yeah.
Also,
I
while
can
you're-
hear you guys.
Okay. You
Yes, I
walked
can.
away. You walked away.
I've got a 26 perception.
I have a
Like
27
passive
stealth.
perception?
Yeah, but she was the one whispering.
But she didn't hear my shit.
No, but I did hear half of a conversation, and I am smart enough to tell what the other half might be like.
Sure. Yeah.
I say it through message.
You still have to say it.
Do you?
Yeah, message isn't in your head. It's
Ah.
yours.
But
Whisper it.
it
But I can
specifies
take it.
only the person who you're casting it can hear you.
That's true.
It specifies that in the spell.
Aha!
Yeah, sure. I stopped arguing with him because it doesn't get anywhere, and he seems to get off on it. So when he makes a thing, I'm just like, sure, let's do that.
Alright.
This is
Anyway.
easier.
To Gallimore!
Sure, let's go.
Alright, do we get there?
Sure.
Rick bought like 40 pounds of coffee beans.
Of course I did.
Okay. Sure.
I'm gonna make
makes
an infusion for buttercream. That's a great idea. I know. Yeah,
You know what?
cupcakes when we get back.
You know, next time we come here, we should ask to borrow Brina's thing of mousetraps and dump out all the mousetraps and fill it with coffee beans.
Doesn't she need that to like do some monk thing though?
I think that's just dumb.
What? The monk thing?
The monk thing, yeah.
No, I agree. I think she's great. I don't think she needs to do anything else.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't like
shouldn't-
her?
No, I like her. I'm just saying we shouldn't be dumping out her mousetraps because they seem important to
I
her.
didn't say I wouldn't do it without her permission. Like, I
Did
will
say
ask
He
first.
literally said ask.
Well,
Yeah, we'll ask first.
Yeah, it would be rude if we just grab other people's things.
yeah, it'd be very rude.
Although, to be fair, we could just get like a big pile of coffee beans and then just teleport with them.
Also, to be fair, I could take it and she would never know.
Also, don't we have a bag of holding?
I don't know.
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I thought we did to get all the gold and stuff out of where Cloud
Oh
was.
yeah!
Clyde
That's
has
right.
one.
It's a treasure. It's full of treasure.
That's right.
Yeah,
It still has some magic items
When
left. or
we
no?
have
I
dumped.
don't remember.
Oh yeah, it's the random
I
bag,
think we
right?
went
through all of them.
I have the note. There, it's in a different.
We have
I'm
a
pretty
bunch
sure
of
we
them.
went through all of them.
I don't think so.
I don't think we went through all of them.
No?
No, I think we still had some left.
We were going through a few. I think we went through like how many were in there originally?
Like 25.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have.
Maybe more. I don't
I thought it
remember.
was like 32 or 33.
Monday item rolls. That was from it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Okay.
So, we'll figure it out. You guys go
Um,
to the Kalimvor temple.
Yes.
We head on in.
Okay, you do. It's dark and somber, like
okay.
blackout curtains.
We can
Very
see in the dark,
somber. Yeah, you all can see in the dark. Yeah. And it's like a very faint, like when you're waiting to go into the viewing at like a wake, that soft like funeral home music, just kind of playing. You're not sure from where because you don't see anybody with instruments.
well, I mean, I don't intend to ask in a temple of a dead god.
No.
Or the deaf god, sorry.
Yeah. So
I'll go up to the nearest attendant once we see one.
you do.
Excuse me, ma'am. Praise Kalimvor, first off, right?
Sure.
Good guy.
Yeah.
So
I guess.
can we? Is there like someone we
Everybody,
could-
yeah. There's a weird look from you guys and also from her, but it's fine.
Is there?
Bardic Inspiration. You need it.
We're looking for someone, some kind of hero that has a connection with Kalimvor.
One-
Do you guys have any? Do you have any information, or is there someone we should talk to? We're on a mission from several gods.
Specifically, a lost hero. Whether actually lost, or mentally lost, or just confused.
I feel. Yeah, forget what I was gonna say. It wasn't important.
Already done.
And she's like, well, we've had no shortage of, I guess a hero is sort of a subjective term, but we've had various folks throughout, at least my time here that have adventured and gone on a variety of different journeys doing different things.
So you know what we're all about.
I guess.
We're on an
I mean, I
adventure doing
don't,
things.
but okay, yeah. So, there was. We've had people who, again, lost. You mean lost as it? You gave several options as to what lost could be. We have several people who've died, obviously, right?
Okay.
But that's sort of like the best way to honor Kalimvor is
Yeah.
to die in the service of what he's asked you to do. So we've had several of them die. So. In a way, they're lost, but also not.
It sounds like they're kind of found.
Kind of
Right?
found, yeah.
Yeah,
It depends on your point of view. I mean, it sounds like it's pretty subjective.
What
We
if one
did-
of them died not in service to Kalimvor?
Well-
Like you said, like they died in a way that in service to Kalimvor, right?
Mm.
So like, what happens if one of them dies prematurely,
That's still
not
service.
doing the mission, not in the specific way Kalimvor told them
Like they
to,
slipped and fell.
or drowned?
Yeah, but I mean that's still dying. I mean, if you're in the middle of doing something for Kalimvor and then
But what if you
die
weren't in the middle?
unexpectedly,
I don't know.
you're still. I mean, even if you
Like, what if
die
you're just having dinner one night
really
and you
far
choke?
away from your goal, you could still be
Considered.
Yeah,
Alright,
but otherwise-
I don't know a lot about deity, so I'm just trying
It's
to
actually pretty insightful.
figure it out.
So,
Yeah. Thank you.
you're welcome. She says, well, let me think, because we've had, no shortage of people that have come and gone, and some
Bardic
leave.
Inspiration.
Okay. Sure. The D12, right?
Yeah. You can roll that?
No, you can roll it.
Okay. 4.
Okay. So she puts in some thought and she starts. You can see she's like going through. Then she goes over and pulls out like a ledger and starts kind of going through things and looking at different names. And she says, I've narrowed it down to a pool of 6 that might fit what you're looking for. And she says, but if you give me a little more time to think about it, I might be able to just ask Kalimvor and get the answers that I need.
That sounds like a great idea. That sounds so easy.
And she says, it's interesting. He just gives me this ability every day for free.
Cool.
He obviously
Praise-
doesn't want.
praise
He obviously
Kalimvor.
must want me to contact him. so,
Probably.
I guess I'll do that. So if you guys can give me 10 minutes or so, I'll ask some questions, and at least we can start narrowing down this list of 6.
Cool.
And then once we kind of figure out potentially who it is, if it's on this list,
Who knows?
then maybe we can start trying to look for where.
Cool.
Great.
That sounds delightful.
You are so helpful. So, should we just like...
You can feel free to stay or come back or just hang out here, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we got some stuff to do in the city. But that might take a couple hours, so we could just chill here, because you said we might have to do this a couple times, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be something that would require you
Like, you
to
can,
be here.
you can talk to
okay, yeah.
Kalimvor to narrow it down.
I've got 6 names. If I pick the right one,
Cool.
then I can get it, and then I can see, what I can get from there. So, yeah, if you come back within, I'd say give me at least an hour.
Yeah, we got some
and
stuff we
then
can do.
Or, longer if you have it.
Sure.
I hope we're pretty in sync, so I think we'll be okay.
That's awesome. What's your name?
Oh, God. And I just lost it.
We're gonna go
What?
check out the back streets.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, you're getting in sync.
I know. I was waiting for somebody to say that. Which now makes
Ooh, it's
her
kind of
name-
high here. Like
Brittany.
almost 100. Yeah, 98 degrees.
Her name is Brittany.
Good. Brittany, we will be back in a couple hours. And then we leave.
Bye, bye, bye.
Do you know anybody who might sell like
Spices.
There's a couple of girls around the corner that sell spices.
Oh, great. Fantastic.
Good.
I was looking for
Great.
turmeric.
Right.
Hard to find. It's also
Yeah.
my favorite based on the name.
Really? Rick. Got it.
Alright, so when we get outside, I'm gonna be like, oh, I had a thought, Wildfire.
Yeah.
How does your ring thingy work? Like, what do you gotta do with the, how do you get the Hellhound in the ring?
I don't know. I got it pre-hellhounded.
Okay. Does it say, like, when you focus on it for hard for an hour,
Let me
does
see,
it tell
let me
you
see, let
how
me
to do
see.
it?
Let me think
that's-
back on it.
It's probably under magic
No,
items.
I'm trying to talk, and my brain isn't good at multitasking.
It's not. That's true.
Input and output of information just does not mix well. If I banish confidence with the second one. See, it just says that the only thing it says about getting a hellhound is that the hellhound band is capable of bonding you with a second hellhound. To do so, you must first find one, and it must be willing to serve you.
to
How
go
you
feed
go-
it snacks.
Basically. So, which is either being nice to it, defeating it in combat, or something like that. I don't know. I think
Because,
I just gotta find a buddy
Okay,
who's
'cause
willing to be a buddy.
I was gonna say that you could, we could go to the,
Animal friendship.
That would
I
have
know.
I know.
I was gonna say we could go to the fighting pits and see if that's one of the enemies.
Ooh, that's a good idea!
If there's a docket where you can choose to fight a hellhound, and then Ricky Kaj and I can just try and take care of everything else. You get the hellhound 1-on-1. Maybe you can dominance it or something.
Or get yourself a tuning fork to the plane of fire.
And we
Go
just
there
go
and
get
find your own.
Either way, it sounds like we should go check out the old black market there.
Well, yeah, you said you had some things you wanted to go do down there, right?
Yep.
Alright, let's go. Do you,
Okay, let's go.
do you not want us all to come with you?
No, I wouldn't have brought you guys here if I didn't want you to come with.
Alright, cool.
Just be cool. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm always cool. Oz.
You're actually
Actually
usually
very
on
hot.
fire.
Yeah.
Usually on fire.
It's true, you are hot.
Man.
So yeah, let's go there. Black market time.
Alright, so we will rejoin the party in the black market after a short break. We'll go get some coffee.
I said I saw my first cup, man.
Well,
Drink.
Drink fast.
Whose fault is that?
Catch up.
Catch
It
up!
was hot.
Catch
It
up,
burned my-
Celine!
You know what you need to do? You need to take the top off. Because then
I
it
spilled
Celine.
things. things. I'm a child.
Jake's just trying to get you to take your top off so that you can drink your coffee faster.
Yeah, because it's hot.
Because it's hot. Gotta cool
mean,
off. It's getting
that's-
hot in here.
I mean, everybody else finished
So
theirs.
take up all your lids.
Anyway, be right
So
back.
lit.
All right, well, we're back, kind
Not
of.
really strong enough yet. Hi, Internet.
Hi, Erna.
So, we went on break, and the party was gathering some information about a lost hero of death. They went to Dether. They found Brittany at a temple of Kellenvor, and then decided to leave to go do some things while she consulted with Kellenvor.
They definitely got spices, and then went to do other things. Important
Yes.
things.
So, what were your other things you were doing while I? or figuring out what
We
she's
wanted
doing?
to go to the
Underwood.
the criminal underground to look for tuning forks attuned to other dimensions. I mean, we could probably also go to the magic supply shop.
Probably.
I don't live around here.
Well, I've thought us that wanted to go do things in the.
Yeah, this was just Sean talking.
We could also do that.
Either way, whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, let's start at the underground.
Okay, so you're going to the black market.
Sure.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So before we get there, Oz is gonna be like, also, if anyone offers you anything, don't take it. It's probably highly addictive drugs. If they try
Good
and
to know.
sell you things, different.
So
Yeah,
take
first
the
one's free.
things they're trying to sell us, but
If
not
they're
the things that are free.
If they-
Unfortunately, I can't enjoy drugs.
Okay.
Well, you won't have to
If-
worry about it then.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, if they try and give you something for free, they're criminals. Don't take it.
Okay, good to know.
If they're trying to sell you something, yeah, it's profitable for both sides. See what's up.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys make your way down to the docks up to there, where you find the weird spiral
Yeah.
staircase thing that leads inside underneath the docks, underneath the city, to where the black market is housed. So you head down there, traveling the ways that Oz knows best, or does he know?
Yep.
Okay. So then you find, eventually, yeah, you encounter a shady individual in a trench coat. Many things, offering you drugs of a variety of different kinds. It's like, man, this stuff, it's imported from Boldlands, man. You can't get this stuff everywhere. This stuff make you see things, man. I don't know what it is, but, well, I don't know, you put it on your tongue, and then, like, your mind is opened up to whole new possibilities.
You know what,
He
man?
says the kobolds use this to get out of their own heads to learn how to make new inventions.
How much?
Shit's crazy. He's like, man, first one's free.
Nah.
All right, man. And he's like, I got a whole bunch more. You want to buy it? You can buy the first one if you want.
No, well.
It's free, but you can pay for it. Call it a donation, man.
Are you literally the worst salesman I've ever met in my entire life?
Are you literally asking me that question?
No.
I think you did, though.
No. See, what I meant was
200
get the hell out of here.
pieces.
Get the
Yeah.
hell.
Oh, man, this is my spot.
Right. Just shut up then.
You want to buy some?
Nah, he speaks for all of us.
Oh, that's weird.
This is what you're doing. This is what I want.
All right, man.
We move on.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I go to a magic person.
I keep an eye out for a hellhound.
Okay. You don't see one just, like, walking around.
Well, I didn't know if they were like
Shucks. Oh,
I
there's
know.
one. Got it.
like in Harry Potter where they're like illegal monster dealings.
Sure. Gotcha.
Oh, maybe is there a hellhound puppy I could raise? It would be so cute.
Maybe.
We can find out.
Yeah. So you'll head to your sort of contact who has a variety of different things and stuff.
Things and stuff.
Yeah. I don't remember their name off the top of my head. So they're there. Maybe it's a new person. It's a new person. Their name is Jerry.
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 Jerry is he looks like a sort of a goblin, but is fully green and much taller. Like medium size, like 5.5 feet tall, pointy ears, completely bald head, dark green skin, yellow eyes. That's Jerry.
Cool. Jerry.
Yeah. Hi.
Do you know, you got any tuning forks attuned to other dimensions? Or hellhound puppies?
That is very specific.
Or a hellhound in general would be most appreciated.
And he
Jerry.
says, I don't know, look. And he kind of like, he's got a big table, like a big, maybe 6 feet wide by like 3 feet deep. So it's a big counter, and he's got like, you can see under, there's like a curtain, and underneath there's drawers. He's sorting through drawers. You don't know if there's a puppy inside these drawers.
Doesn't
Maybe.
sound like it.
It could be. You never
Yeah,
know.
sure.
I would like everybody to roll me a percentile.
Can I roll one for Ikaj as well?
Yeah.
And yeah.
53 for Oz.
57 for
53, 67,
and 36.
36.
Yes. I forgot. I couldn't find the other percentile. 45.
45. Got it. Okay. We're very middle of the road today.
We just.
Okay. What do we got? Okay. And he's like, and you're like, he's like, that's just regular puppy.
So close.
How much is that?
He's like, 2 gold.
1 gold.
All right.
All right.
And he just pulls out a mutt of some kind, maybe lab-ish, lab adjacent. Here you go.
Thank you.
It's just like a tiny little. It's super excited. It's just like a little gold lab. Maybe a mix, probably a mutt.
Yeah.
One would assume.
Are you gonna name it?
Not yet.
Okay.
All right. So he's like, oh, let me
He's a cute little boy.
see what I got. So he says, I got a tuning fork. He goes, I got one for here.
Already
That's
got
just
one.
a tuning fork.
Yep.
And he puts that down on the counter. And he says, I got a tuning fork here for, he goes, this one, Mount Celestia.
Yeah, that's too nice. You have anywhere shittier?
Wait, how much is that one?
And he's like, he's just looking at you because you just bought a puppy. Now you're looking at stuff for the heavens. He's like, 1,500 gold pieces.
That sounds way too rich for my taste.
And he's
I
like,
pay more than 8.
and then he says, I got, what do I got here? Let me take a look. He's got, I can see he has one other tuning fork, and it is to a place that's shittier.
Good.
Let me just see what I forget what it is. I think it's this item that has the. This is what we get for not preparing on the break. Pazunia. Pazunia. Yeah, that's what this one goes.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
we
make an
the
Arcana check to find out what the fuck Pazunia is.
Guidance.
Sure.
Ikaj would also like to make an Arcana check.
Can you give me a D12 roll for that Bardic Inspiration?
7.
It's a
What?
19
Plus
for
one.
Oz.
From me.
20 for Oz.
Pazunia is the first layer of the abyss.
Ooh, first layer of the abyss. This is a good one. Yeah, we'll take it.
Okay. He's gonna charge you for that. It's 2,000 gold pieces.
Look, man, I understand that you're running a business here, right?
I am.
We are
doing
interested in several purchases here
that. All right.
today, all right?
Okay, that sounds great.
Or we're also willing to pay for some information, all right?
Okay. Awesome.
What we're going to need from you is we're going to need a little bit more wiggle on that, right? Because 2,000 is just too much, all right? It's not a reasonable price to the first dimension of hell, okay?
He goes, I don't know. I mean, it's not that easy to come by.
No, we're not saying it's not easy to come by. We're not saying it's not a valuable and marketable item. But what we are willing to do is we'll give you 1,000 for it. But when we go there, we will bring you back one. You got my word on that.
You know, I don't know how easy it's gonna be. I mean, you know what it's like there? It's just demons everywhere.
All you need is a hunk of metal from the place. Bam.
I mean, I don't know if it's that easy, but all right.
I'm telling you, man, this is
All right, listen.
without a doubt something that we'd be able to do.
All right.
No, nobody's using the Red Dragon scale mill, right?
No,
Is it extra?
right
I
now.
thought so. What was Flint wearing?
Flint has the Mizium half plate.
No, that's right.
Flint was wearing it.
Nobody's wearing the red dragon scale mill.
Because I was gonna say like that's something we could totally barter.
Well, I just talked him down to 1,000.
That's
Yeah.
not necessarily true.
I
But,
sure would like to
Pretty,
try,
pretty
though.
please.
sure.
Make a persuasion.
Can I help him make a persuasion?
How are you helping?
By looking pretty next to him with big shade eyes. Pretty please.
She is hot, literally
And figuratively.
and figuratively.
We also have some like we got some magic items we could barter. This is
Nobody says.
Well, let's see if
Sean's
we can
brain.
persuade him.
well,
you
I
can
mean,
make a
even
persuasion
so, I was
check.
gonna say like even like we rather than persuade him down to 1,000, let's you
Can I
know
get advantage on that?
we get him down
I'm
there.
gonna say no because he doesn't seem like he's very interested in what Wildfire's selling.
I'll flirt with him.
Yeah.
Guidance, hot stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
+4.
Okay. So plus 19. So that's a 30.
Okay, this is pretty good.
It's not bad.
It's not the best, but it's not bad.
You're right. I could do significantly better if I did like if I got a natural 20 plus 4 plus Bardic Inspiration 12.
Those are numbers.
Yeah, that'd be 450.
And he's like, I could maybe come down on the price. I could probably do 1,500. It's not easy to come by. It's a lot of people that could have a lot of fun with being able to go or send people to the abyss.
All right, let's see what else you got.
Okay.
But we'll pop it on there for 15 for now.
Okay, so you have a currently 1,500 gold piece tuning fork attuned to Pezunia, the first layer of the abyss. There are, I think, an unknown number of like the layers of the abyss. Like there are thousands of them. So just to give you frame of reference,
Layers all the way down.
pretty much, yeah. I can't remember. I know the demon web pits where Loth lives is one of them, but I think that's way lower down the list.
Does Clyde have anything that goes off her wisdom mod other than her spells? I know that's like a big thing, but like, is there anything extra that goes off her wisdom mod?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, the demon web pits where Loth lives is the 66th layer of the abyss. So I know there's at least 66.
Well, we weren't planning on going to meet with her.
Alright, so he pulls out a couple things. And lays them out on the table. He puts a book, a smutty romance novel. It's magic. You can just tell by looking at it. He puts a gem that looks like an eyeball, or about the size of an eyeball. It doesn't like have a pupil and everything, but it's about the size of an eyeball. He puts out he puts out a bag that you can see very clearly has 2 beans inside it. He puts out a very, very, very fanciful axe. It is just bedazzled and bejeweled with a million different gems. He puts out, because why not, a deck with 3 cards in it. Just 3. Well, it's not really a deck, it's just 3 cards on top, stacked on top of each other, face down, in defense mode. He puts out like a needle about this long, not like a sewing needle. It doesn't have like an eyelet on the end. It's just a needle. What else does he have? Let's give him more. Oh, a silver sickle, a moon, like shaped like a crescent moon. And a handle that it looks like the hilt of a sword, but it looks like two sword hilts like stuck together, back to back, pommel to pommel, I should say. And that is what he puts all out on the table.
What's up with that book?
He's like, well, one, I mean, entertainment.
What's the title?
It doesn't have a title. It just has like a very generic, like, dashing gentleman, hair flowing in the wind, chest shirt.
Fabio.
Very Fabio style. And he goes, well, this book, you can change what it looks like on the outside and make it look like any kind of romance novel. But depending on the kind of magic you use, you're a wizard, you can really boost up your magical abilities. But to other people who don't know wizard magic, they just think it looks like a smut book.
You're like a wizard.
Nope.
He's not like a wizard. Never mind. What's up with the big old gemstone you got there?
This is the eyeball one.
Yeah.
He's like, well, if someone pokes your eye out, you put this in your eye socket, and then you have an eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
It works like an eyeball.
Yeah,
Just
like
looks
a
like a
regular
gemstone.
eyeball.
Yeah.
A gem ball?
It looks like a gem, but it functions like a regular eye.
So when you put it in your head, does it still look like a gem, or does it like disguise itself?
No, it looks like a gem.
How much is that?
He goes, that, it's like 50 gold.
We already have a magic eyeball. We're good.
We do?
Yeah.
Since when?
We took it from Rick's shit. Ted's Rick, not Jake's Rick.
Oh.
Oh, Sean has a charge.
Woo!
So
Thank you.
Yeah.
Where is this? Yeah, we have an eyeball of true sight.
Oh, look at that.
It's back at the it's back at the base.
But that is not, that's not a magical eye. That is a mundane eyeball that needs to be placed in your skull. This is a magic eye that just replaces your eyeball if you lose your eye. Like, this is a magic. Rick's eyeball was just
Eyeball.
somebody's eyeball.
I don't know that.
No, he doesn't know that. But
We're gonna get an eyeball.
Alright.
Fair enough.
Do you need to do anything else while we were down here?
Nope, this was it. Oh, just the pitchfork.
Tuning fork.
Whatever.
Different fork.
All right.
You know what I meant.
Yeah.
We already got it.
Alright, do you want to go check back in with Brittany?
How about those cards?
and he's like, pretty great. They could do all sorts of things.
What
How
kind
much?
of things?
And he goes, let's find out. Let's make a... And he goes, well, first of all, I will say you would recognize, or at least have some, like, something with this axe. Like, you have a pretty great axe.
It is.
This is a battle axe, so I will point that out. But it looks like... Let me get this to open. So it looks like that.
Ooh.
So fancy.
And you would know that this... You're actually not sure, like... You've heard of this axe, and you're like, that's not... Can't be
This
that. It can't
axe.
be that axe. But this, if it is the axe of which it looks to be, is supposedly a very, very magical, super powerful dwarven artifact known as the Axe of the Dwarvish Lords,
Ooh.
which is supposed to provide all sorts of... it's actually supposed to be one of the I guess the item that Moradin forged with his 4 great magic items,
Gosh, could you identify that maybe?
which is the Brutal Pick, the Earthheart Forge, the Anvil of Songs, and the Shaping Hammer, the one that supposedly allowed Moradin to create dwarven life from the ground itself. This was one of the first material things he created. So the story goes.
Can I see that axe there?
And he's like, I'm watching you, but all right.
I just touch it for a minute.
He's just like, this is weird.
Mm-hmm.
All
Just
right.
identify.
He's a weird guy.
I am a weird guy.
Yeah. As far as Akaj can tell, this is very much the axe of the Dwarvish Lords. The one and the same. The one that gives sorts of blessings of Moradin and allows one to move through the earth with ease.
How much for the axe there, bud?
And he's just like, oh, you got high taste, I see. Good taste. High taste, I don't know, whatever.
Definitely one of them.
A taste of a kind.
You got taste.
And he says, he goes, let's be honest. He goes, this is not any minor trinket. We're talking, God, I say we gotta be looking at like either a favor, some pretty significant barter, or somewhere in the range of like 50-ish thousand gold pieces. Easy for this, if not more than that. But I'm willing to negotiate.
Sure. What sort of favor are you looking for?
He goes, damn, I actually didn't think you were going to say anything like that. I thought you guys were, well, you're nickel and diming me for 2,000 gold pieces.
Well,
So
I'm not saying that we don't have the money for it, but we like to nickel and dime as much as possible. That's how you keep money.
That's fair. I can't argue with that.
I don't know any rich people that give away their money, man.
I'm not going to be rich for very long, if they do. He goes, you know what, honestly, I don't even know. I say that because normally people don't want to indebt themselves in favor to shady people in the black market. And then you guys are just like, well, we'll do it. And I'm like, oh, well, shit.
Well, we're thinking about doing it. We haven't committed to anything. We're
I'll start
perusing our
helping you if you need
options.
me to.
So that's
Okay.
good to know. All right. Shit.
How about this?
Think back.
So we got this here needle. We'll pull out the needle of mending. +1 dagger. Cast a spell. Put it down. We got this spell book. New magical spells. Recently discovered. Dunamancy spell book. We have this fine set of scale mail made from red dragon scales. Not something you find often. And I can top it off with this fine cloak of elvenkind. It's a poivre, don't take it out in the sun. So that is 5 items, doubling the stock that we're trying to ask from you. I feel like with this stuff, you can make money. You can be making money on top of money. Ikash?
Without a doubt.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but that's not enough for this. This thing is... Listen, there are a lot of people who probably want this.
That is...
Sure, but how many of them are standing in front of you offering 5 magic items and 3,000 gold?
And he says, well, none at the moment, but he says what this thing is supposed to be able to do, any one of its properties is better than any of the things you presented to me here.
Yeah, and I'm giving you 5 things for 1. Also, like, yeah, you want to hold on to it. Right now, it's just a paperweight.
That's fair. He says,
You drive a hard bargain, bud. But I'm going to throw in this here necklace of adaptation. There's one more out there, earring of midden potential, and these very fine robes of key channeling.
Wait.
So now this
Wait,
is
what is the
Whoa.
necklace of... What is it?
What?
Minted potential? What was
Earring
that?
of midden potential.
Oh.
It's one-
Key channeling. Can Brina use that?
Yeah, but if you use one of these, you only get 2 tattoos. You have to.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot about the attunement
Yeah, you
thing.
get extra
You
attunement
did.
slots for being.
You're right. You're
so,
right.
like,
I forgot.
fuck
I
it.
forgot.
For tattooies.
Yeah.
I forgot. They did.
If you were a Star Wars planet.
so he's looking over those things.
We're doubling your stock, bud. For a magic item that most people in this world will not afford. And I guarantee anyone who walks down here can't afford it.
That is very true.
In fact, if we weren't specifically looking for tuning forks to different dimensions, we wouldn't be here ourselves.
That's fair.
It's a rare opportunity to make a good sale not a small bit of gold in your pocket.
And
And-
restocking your wares.
Yeah, for, I mean, what, 8 items which are significantly more affordable, therefore significantly more movable.
He's thinking about it, but he will tell you that he will. He goes, it's kind of a crapshoot with these, and he looks at the 3 cards. So he says, he goes, I'll sell you. Would you want to buy one or all 3?
I mean, all 3.
All right. So I will sell you all 3 cards for 250 gold pieces.
Yeah, done.
And he seems hesitant to push for this axe. He is interested. You can definitely see that there's interest in things that he can sell and move. And he says, I'll warn you, if you bring this thing, it depends on where you go, but if you bring this thing out in the open, there's going to be, some people may be looking for this thing.
Is this a stolen item?
I wouldn't call it stolen.
What does stolen mean down here?
I would
Rick?
call it found.
It was obtained
Yes, it
in
was.
a way.
It was in a place where it was not being used. And
Just
now-
like it is now.
Just like it is now.
Did you procure this?
It says, I am not at liberty to say.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna level with you real quick, okay?
Oh, Rick, please don't.
Go on.
Or you don't want me to level with him real quick?
I mean, if you're gonna say what I think you're gonna say, then probably not. But I've been wrong before, so I guess do what you think is best.
Are you saying
I'm not gonna listen anyway.
that you have an in to the vaults of Carrickfern?
Oh, no, I wouldn't. I don't know.
Not what I thought you were gonna say, and I appreciate my backing up. I did a great job right there.
Crush it.
Good job, bud.
This was, no.
Everybody wants to roll insight on that.
Yes.
Rick especially. But Rick's not the most insightful person. I don't know
You know
if
what?
guys
For a
knew
hot
that.
second, I forgot that I have reliable
21.
talent. So 17.
What did you say?
21.
You know who's really insightful, though?
Gosh.
Gosh, yeah. In fact, he's going to give himself Bardic Inspiration for this.
Is that all of them? Oh no, I'm sorry, I forgot his. I'm a silly bitch.
Okay. 27 there. So 35 for Econish there.
He's obviously hiding something.
You're obviously hiding something.
Obviously.
He goes, so it was on its way there
Okay.
when I found it.
Right.
Right.
Well, there's been a war on there, so
Yeah.
things get lost, and the fact that you found it, well, hell.
Yep.
Someone was gonna find it.
Luckily,
Yeah.
it was you.
That's one way to think about it.
Because now we found you.
That is something. He goes, they probably not happy that it's not there, that it didn't make it there, because it was a big deal. Yeah, I just found it.
So what you're saying is, you'll be safer if we take it.
Mm-hmm. We're helping you out by taking it off your hands.
He goes, I mean,
Can I roll persuasion on it?
sure.
Yeah. The Fire Forges are not a forgiving group of monarchs there.
Oh, 19.
He's he's really on the fence. You're making a lot of good points.
Look, man, we're not going to be in the Thayer for long. We got a lot of shit to do.
We have another appointment we have to go keep.
So-
So if this deal's a no-go, then we'll just cancel it here and we'll be on
Yeah.
our way. If you want to hang on to this thing that's really hard to sell, that's fine.
And it's also very dangerous to
But
have
it
on
is
you.
just about time to shit or get off the pot.
And also, it's just out here on the table. Any of these shady individuals could, mention that you have it. We're on the move, so if someone mentions that we have it, it'll be a lot harder to find us.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention,
This guy's not a dwarf, is he?
He is not. He's the
He's the
Weird
goblin.
goblin.
goblin. But you notice, like he is clearly a goblin or goblin adjacent, but there is exceedingly dwarven-like features. Like he's got like his ears, while like very coming back pointed to be goblin-esque, seem to be like almost in the process of rounding, if that makes sense. And like there is like his head is completely bald, and you can tell that it's not shaved, but you can see like stubble growing on his face, which doesn't seem natural.
is this axe turning him into a dwarf?
Rick can make a
It's
history
like the
check.
goat. It's like the goat staff, but for dwarfs.
Natural 1.
I'll give him advantage.
Yeah.
Natural 2.
Oh, you're right.
In this instance, I'm gonna call
better.
that. We'll call that a natural 20 because I knew it was coming. So,
If you call your roll, I mean,
I mean that's a called shot.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's got count for
difficult.
some.
Favorite territory.
Yeah,
Um,
got count for some.
Yeah, you would know that if this is indeed what it says, if someone who is not a dwarf tries to attune to it, over time, they slowly become a dwarf. And this guy looks like he's
does he
probably only recently started actually attuning to it.
So you're looking a little bit hairy there, buddy.
And he's like, it's new, it's itchy, it's really itchy.
You know, you hold on to that thing. I don't know how much you like not being a dwarf, but it's gonna push you there.
He's like,
This is an incredibly powerful dwarven artifact you got here. So what's gonna happen is the longer you hold on to this, the more dwarf-like you're gonna be. And honestly, I don't know if those are reversible at all. It seems like a permanent sort of change. Did you find yourself appreciating being underground more?
it's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
I used to not really like not seeing the sun. I don't mind it.
The smell's nice down here, right?
It's not bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
And he's like, all right, fine.
Good, because Ikash was gonna kill this guy if he didn't want to sell it.
Yeah, he will take all of the things, everything that you're offering.
All right, I will delete them from our list.
You get the cards?
Rick gets the puppy.
Rick has a puppy, and the axe, which, if Rick, I assume, takes said axe, if you guys buy it, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, in holding it, you can feel, you just feel the power coming from the axe, and it feels, it's an interesting,
Smells like death.
it's an interesting dichotomy with your current great axe and this. Your great axe feels really, really good. This feels as good, maybe better.
Maybe better.
Probably better. Yeah, better
Yeah.
in a lot of ways. It's one-handed, but it feels great.
But the question is this something that Flint might want?
I don't know. He's
Every
not-
dwarf wants this.
Yeah, but Flint's not every dwarf.
I was thinking.
Flint's not from
I was
here.
thinking Rick the White. I don't know what his weapon is. Or sorry, Rick the Black. I don't know what he uses as a weapon.
Oh,
but-
he's got a badass greatsword.
Okay. Never mind.
Never.
Flint's not really a get up close and hit people kind of guy.
No.
Yeah, but there's other potential benefits to it.
Okay,
outside. Just hitting people.
Sure, man. I mean, if I guarantee if you say like, here, hold on to this hammer, attune to it, he'll be like, wow, I have a great idea. I have a great feeling about this. Like, he'll basically do whatever we say.
It's been really one of his best qualities so far.
Yeah, I think
I
he's
like his positive attitude.
right. Helps round out the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's like our little question bitch. It's great.
Yeah. It's got a direct line
Answer
to it,
these
so I got it.
questions.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was delightful. Let's head back to
Brittany.
Brittany.
All right. Good luck.
Here's the thing. You two. Yeah. So, in the time it takes you to get back to Brittany, it is Brittany, bitch. Would you like to, I guess, potentially start the attunement process for this?
Rick would like to.
Yeah, I figured. All right. So,
But he does like his ass.
well, you have other things you can. Well, let me tell you what it does, and then you decide.
Okay.
So, do you want to deal with the Brittany stuff first? Before I tell you what the axe does?
Let's just do the axe. Get it out of the way.
Okay. So, you attune to the axe. Takes an hour.
Okay.
It is a battle axe. It is a +3 battle axe.
Oh yeah.
It is a +3 battle axe that functions like the following 3 magical weapons:
Oh.
a belt of dwarven kind,
Nice.
Oh.
a dwarven thrower,
Oh good.
and a sword of sharpness, all at the same time.
All right.
So, just as a frame of reference, I think you have 20 Constitution, yeah?
Do I currently? I think so.
I believe so.
Ooh, that's not the right one. There we go. No, only 18 right
Well,
now.
now you have 20.
All right.
Advantage on persuasion checks to interact with dwarves.
I like that.
You have, that's from the Belt of Dwarven Kind, the Dwarven Thrower, which is interesting because I'm trying to see, because it is a, yeah, it's not a +6. We're not making this a pat weapon.
Aww.
Is a +3, so it is a Dwarven Thrower, but the Dwarven Thrower says that it's also +3.
Ah.
So it functions like a battle axe, but it has a thrown property of 20/60.
Nice.
And when you make a ranged attack by throwing it, it deals an extra D8 damage.
Good.
If it's a giant, it does 2d8 instead of one extra 1d8, and it
Yeah.
flies back to your hand immediately.
Forget those
Nice.
giants.
Yeah.
As a sword of sharpness, if you attack an object, it does maximum damage.
Nice.
When you attack a creature and roll a 20 on the attack, it does an extra 14 damage.
Good.
And if you roll a second 20, it cuts off a limb, which is what happened to Rick.
Yep.
With you have immunity to poison damage.
Good.
Your dark vision increases by 60 feet.
Oh, great.
You gain proficiency with artisan's tools related to blacksmithing, brewing, and stone masonry.
Good.
You already have some of those.
Sure.
Now I need you to roll me some percentiles.
This is the worst part.
What?
How many percentiles?
Let's start. Why don't we start with 1 while I pull up the list?
while you guys do this.
59.
So,
Almost cool. Yeah. Almost cool. Is this stuff I need to write down?
Yeah,
Because everything else is incorporated, right?
pretty much, yeah. So 59, you said?
Yeah.
While attuned to this artifact, you can cast a cantrip chosen by the DM.
Ooh.
What cantrip would you like to cast, Jake?
Eldritch Blast.
You can if you
No,
want.
I'm just kidding.
That's fine.
Definitely not, because unless it was strength-based Eldritch Blast, it would be completely useless for me. Cantrip.
Guidance.
Sure, you can cast guidance.
nice.
Roll me another percentile.
14.
Let's see. You gain proficiency in a skill
Oh, nice.
of my choice. What skills are you proficient with?
Not that many. Animal handling, athletics, nature, perception, survival.
Okay. So you are gonna get proficiency with. Let's see. Rick. Let's pull up your character sheet. Take a look. Let's give Rick proficiency with persuasion.
All right.
And then I need you to roll me percentile again.
73.
Okay. Interesting. This is wild. This is gonna be fun.
All right.
So Rick can cast a 6th level spell now.
Oh, wow.
and then after you cast it, you roll a d6. If you roll 1 to 5, you can't cast it again until the next dawn.
But if I roll a 6, I can do it
Just
again.
cast it again.
Woo!
So I have to pick a 6th level spell that Rick can cast.
Nice.
Now,
I love that.
Well, of course you do.
Why wouldn't I?
let me just pull up the list of 6th level
The
spells. now.
ultimate Rick.
Rick the Black's gonna be so jealous.
He's gonna be so mad he didn't come along.
Everybody's gonna be mad they didn't come along.
Okay. Let's see. I'm looking through all of the different 6th level spells. Thankfully, there's not that many.
Nope.
They start kind of tapping out when you get to the higher levels there.
Matt suggestion. No, I'm kidding. I agree. Internet, if you have any suggestions of 6th level spells, throw them out there.
Let's see. I know of some, but like they're not great
Yep.
for
Rick.
Rick. I don't even know what that spell is. Weird. Never even heard of that spell. Primordial Ward. Did you ever hear that spell?
No.
That's a new one for me. Alright.
Hero's Feast.
I thought about Hero's Feast.
Because it's very Rick-like. Transport via planets.
You know what? No, let's make it Hero's Feast because that is very Rickish.
That is very Rick.
Yes,
So
he is a
we'll go-
hero.
We'll go with Hero's Feast. So Rick
Does he
can cast-
need... He doesn't need...
No material components.
Nice.
Now I need you to roll me another 2 percentile.
All right.
This ought to be interesting for your detrimental properties.
88
Okay, here we go.
and 11.
Minor detrimental, 88. Oh no! While attuned to this artifact, animals within 30 feet of you are hostile towards you, so your puppy hates you now.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And what was your what was the second one? 11?
Yeah.
While attuned to this artifact, you are blinded if you're ever more than 10 feet away from it. Okay. If you're holding the axe, you can use your action to cast Conjure Elemental, summoning an Earth Elemental. That's until the next dawn. And are you ready?
I will take
I don't know if you're ready.
Oh,
for jelly.
is it trident?
You can use an action to touch the axe to a fixed piece of dwarven stonework and cast the teleport spell from the axe.
Oh.
If your intended destination is underground, there is no chance of mishap or arriving somewhere unexpected. You can't use this property again until 3 days have passed.
Wow. Now I'm a teleporter.
Cool. The axe bears a curse that affects any non-dwarf that becomes attuned to it. That's the thing where you slowly become a dwarf. But you're
Does
a
that
dwarf.
stop when you de-attune to it?
Doesn't
say that, does it? Fuck that guy.
No, even if the attunement ends, the curse remains.
Good. Fuck that guy.
So he could get something cast on him to get it removed, but
Sounds expensive.
yeah, Greater Restoration or Remove Curse, I think, does it too.
Makes sense.
Yeah, either one. Well, I guess go for Remove Curse, it's cheaper.
I would.
Yeah. So,
I got myself a handy Lex here.
Cool.
then you go back to Brittany, and she says, well, turns out I started going through my list, got it on the second try.
Cool.
So it is an acolyte named Truth.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I guess that makes you Seekers of Truth.
Fun.
So, and I had one extra question on my go-to. So I asked if they're alive. Answer was yes.
Oh, good.
So hey, that we're
Good to
stepping in the
know.
right direction. So
Yeah.
you wouldn't have to go through the whole process of trying to bring someone back who died and probably didn't want to come back. So
Right.
that's step.
That is a
That is
benefit.
big step one.
Do you personally, Brittany, know where we might find truth?
Well, no, because they're lost.
Ooh, yeah, that'll do that.
However,
Yeah.
I did get another set of 3 questions.
Awesome.
So I started narrowing down regions based on previous areas. So we are looking on the eastern side of this continent,
Gotcha.
north of here,
Cool.
south of the Knollwood, so that gives you a region.
All right.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have any more questions.
Well, that's not nothing. Thank you so much, Brittany. Truth. All right. Let's, why don't we head back for, here is a, what do we have left? We did a lot of things. Ooh. Is it cool if we give her the Corpse Slayer whip? Like, we're not using it, right? No one uses
Are we
it,
gonna
right?
be going to Thay at any point? I feel like having something that's a corpse slayer would be handy.
Well,
No,
it
I
sounds
don't
like
think
we're
so.
trying not
We're just
to.
going north now.
Okay, I don't have
Yeah,
to
you
say
were
that.
tired,
I
that's
had to
fine.
pay. I had to excuse
All right.
myself.
Here's 5 gold in this puppy. It hates me.
She's just like, okay.
Okay. I was gonna name him Joe, but
And she's like, oh, we can go with Joe. That sounds fine.
yeah, because he was gonna be my little coffee mate in the morning. But
Not anymore.
too bad.
All right, thanks, Britt. Me. Can we go back now, please?
Yeah, I suppose.
To the tower?
To the tower.
All right.
Now, Brittany, before we go,
Oh.
would you consider this truth fellow to be a hero of legend? You know, of enough stature?
I mean, that is a really opinion-based question.
Does he have any magical items on him which maybe...
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Magic items for sure.
Okay. Enough to perhaps use the legend lure spell on?
I wouldn't go that far.
Alright, well.
That was
Miss
worth asking.
100% of the shots you don't take.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Then he winks at her. Then they leave.
All right.
All right. And
Okay, you guys, back to the town.
Alright, guys.
I've got a shiny new axe.
check
Check it out, Rick.
And he's like, that's a
Check it out, Rick.
That's a pretty shiny axe, actually.
Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, this is...
Yeah, no, that's.
You know what this is.
I know what that. Yeah, wow.
Right? Flynn,
Yeah.
do you see this?
Yeah.
Isn't that just absolutely wild? You know what this is, right?
I didn't think that existed in
Wow.
real life.
Rick,
Yes. What's up, child?
can I borrow it for a second? Just for a second.
No, you
Just
cannot.
for a second.
No,
Why?
because the last guy who wasn't a dwarf who grabbed it turned into a dwarf.
Okay, well, can I borrow your other axe, but like just for a second?
That
Sure,
actually,
kid.
that actually sounds hilarious.
She drags it away.
She's doing a thing. It's gonna be cute.
All right.
All right, so we got a lead. We're looking for someone named Truth. They are north of Dethair, south of the Knollwood. So Flint, buddy, I'm gonna need you to talk to Mistra and find out better where is. Okay? So first,
Better where it is.
better where
Better where it
You're
is.
gonna ask if it is south of Kingsdale, and then you're gonna ask if it's north of Bin. They're right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Start getting that sandwich
Oh, okie dokie.
in or south of.
I will give it my best shot. It's still the same day, so I'm gonna roll the percentile. Aim and do I aim low? They're digital dice. They're not even real. All right, I'm aiming low. I got it, but barely.
All right.
So yeah, yo, Mistra, Truth. Are we gonna find Truth south of Kingsdale?
Or in.
Wait.
In Kingsdale or south?
I feel like those are 2 separate questions. No.
What about in Bin
Can we
or
look at
north?
Yes.
Where was
Oh, cool.
Kingsdale? Oh, right there.
Is it?
Couldn't see.
Is he in Bin?
Yes.
Ooh, we gotta go to Bin.
Beans. Isn't that the place you always say is gross?
Yeah, I was just hiding from my father, because that's where he was.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, that whole thing.
Right.
We can go there now. I don't give a shit. I mean, we just got back, and I, wanted to do some stuff. We could go.
Brina would like to attempt to sneak up on the Ricks.
Both of them?
Mainly Rick the White.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, well, right now the Ricks are fawning over Rick's new axe.
Yeah, so I'm going to say they're pretty
I'm
distracted.
gonna say Flint is fangirling a little bit. Not as much, because he's not much of a dwarf for her. But he's still like, wow, that is... Fuck, man.
Do I
Do you know who made that? Moradin.
Who's hard?
The god of the dwarves.
Oh, obviously.
She did.
Duh.
It's okay.
I was asking for Clyde's sake. Clyde's just like, yup. Gives a wink to Wildfire. Like, I got you.
Okay.
Do I have to roll to sneak up on the Rick?
I'm going to say you can make that roll. Did you make it with advantage anyway?
Yes. Yes, I
So I'm going to say they have disadvantage. They have a -5 to their passive perceptions.
Oh no. Good luck failing this one.
You have advantage, don't forget.
She did.
Oh,
She
okay.
rolled.
Oh, 32.
Yeah, no, I think you're okay.
It's true.
Alright, so you've got, I gave you proficiency in persuasion now. Oh, and you got guidance and hero's feast. I gotta add that in. What other things did you get? Was there something else?
Guidance.
No, guidance, hero's feast, and then
Conjure elemental.
Yeah, well that's on there
Oh, okay.
because it comes with the weapon.
Oh, then the animals hate him.
Proficiency in persuasion.
Yeah, I added that, so I have to do. I have to add the spells, guidance, and hero's feast, and then the negative things where you're blind if you're 120 feet of dark vision. You throw this axe away though. 10
Useless.
feet.
Yes, but it comes right back.
It does come right back. That's true, and that it does look like so it updated. It does look like it's saying that it is a plus, just counting it as a +3.
All right, that sounds pretty reasonable to
So a
me.
D8 plus 8.
Woohoo.
Or a D10 plus 8 if you will it to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's not a bad move.
In theory, Rick could get a shield.
It's true.
Oh, wow.
Boost his AC by 2.
I know what shield I want.
Oh god.
I mean, we're gonna sneak into the vault, so.
So
I can just ask, probably.
probably
I'm
they'll
pretty
like you
well
enough
liked
there.
there. Hey, look what I found.
I feel like there'd be follow-up questions. Let's do that after the prophecy. That's just me. That's just us talking.
196 hit points now.
Ooh.
So yeah, why don't we go? Why don't we try and go to Bin? Knock this one right out. Bam, bam.
That sounds like a great idea, Rose.
Brina, what's
Who's
oh,
Brina? Where's Brina? Where's the kid? She ran off.
what are you doing?
I don't understand the question.
You're doing a thing. What is it?
Why are you being weird?
Yeah, that's why you're
This
being
guy,
weird.
this guy, am I
Yeah,
right?
that's
Right.
being weird.
Right.
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 Yeah, that's why you're being weird.
That's
That's fucked up.
Why are you
you're the
being
best
weird?
nephew I've ever had.
You ever notice how weird Oz is?
I mean, I've noticed that. I'm just kidding, but also this is a fun thing we're doing.
You know, I get it. I don't want to ruin it. You guys are bonding. It's like the first thing that we've all agreed on ever. So I don't want to shit on it. Like,
You're my favorite nephew.
you know what, Brina? You seem to be bringing the whole group
Who
together.
is
Oh
Brina?
my god, I'm trying to compliment you. Fuck.
Where is this Brina?
Watch your language, man.
No.
You gotta watch your language. There's a kid running around here.
Somewhere.
We're bringing her
Where-
into battle.
where did
I
they-
concur.
Where is Margaret?
She's a real good
Have
friend.
you guys?
I mean, I haven't seen her.
I haven't
I
seen
never seen
I
her.
haven't seen her natures.
Yeah.
All right. So, Wildfire.
Yes.
Can you try and take us to Bin? I will show you on a map where it is and explain it to you, and hopefully that's good enough for the spell not to fail.
Yeah. Who's going? Who's
Um.
going on this fun little adventure?
Ooh, I vote we bring the kid because she's the most likable one of us, and that way this person might be more likely to come with us.
Yes. Yes.
And also, if we're gonna...
She swings the big axe.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Also, if we're
Ready
gonna...
to go.
We don't know what this is gonna end up being, this whole prophecy thing, so we should probably,
Hey, Oz,
see...
if you were a bad 9th level spell, you'd be weird.
You know what? That's a slow burn, but it's a good one, Ikash.
Thank you.
Ooh.
That's 2 for you guys. Find the path. We can move faster. Over land.
Yeah. So I was thinking Wildfire, the kid. Neville, you've been stuck here for a while. You want to come?
Bruce, you coming?
I mean, is that... He's very uncertain of everything because everybody still seems a little weirded about it. Well, especially
Come on,
Neville.
let's go.
But all right, I'll go.
All right. That sounds like good to me. So I'm the only one who's been to Ben, so I'll go.
Can someone help me get out of this? I had to tape myself in. Or
Um.
I had to glue myself in.
Yeah, sure.
I was gonna say this is a learning experience and you should deal with it on your own, but also we gotta go. So,
Nope,
like,
watch
yeah.
this. Rip!
What?
Rip!
Worth it.
Just like fully exfoliated skin, just like all of your hair, arm hair.
Fully waxed.
Yeah.
Here's a towel. The learning experience.
Thank you. All right.
Is the towel the experience?
I don't.
Yes.
Now I have a towel. All right, let's go.
This is...
Here's your here.
This
here's
is not a
your
heavy towel.
Here's
In
your
fact,
axe.
it's enlightened.
Too soon.
I've reached enlightenment. That's why I got this axe.
I don't
And
know
this one.
how true that is.
I'll tell you, 100%.
Sure thing, Grandpa Rick. All right, let's go.
Yeah. Wildfire, go for it.
Wait, well, we'll read the teleport spell because we've never been there, so
There's a margin for error.
Yeah, there's a chance you can
Yep,
fail
you're right.
and end somewhere,
You're right.
end up somewhere else.
Teleport.
Hey, you could just ask your dad to come pick you up and teleport there.
I've been given a description of it, I guess. Right?
I would argue with that.
Yeah. And you've been shown it on a map.
Yeah, the destination you choose must be known to you and it must be on the same plane of existence as you. Your familiarity with the destination determines whether you arrive there successfully.
Wait, so if
You
Favorite
roll
and
a
Evrand are both on the material
D100
plane.
and consults the table.
we can just teleport there,
Let me see. Let me go to teleport.
because that's the
here.
same plane
Sorry,
of
what?
existence, right?
What were you saying?
Evrand and Favorite are on the same plane of existence. They're both on the material plane. We can
Oh,
teleport there.
that makes sense.
So let's see. Yeah, DM rolls a percentile and consults the table. It's not a permanent circle. Alright. It's not a
Unless-
fast destination.
Unless Roscoe made a permanent circle in his shop.
You would know if he did, probably.
Yeah, but I don't want to like hindsight just say he did because like
Well, Ted would know if he did.
yeah, that's what.
Very familiar is a place you've been to very often. Okay. Now, seen casually is a place you're seen. You have seen more than once. Okay. Viewed once is a place you've seen once, possibly using magic. Description is a place whose location and appearance you know through someone else's descriptions, perhaps from a map. Okay, so we're gonna go with description. So now I need to roll a percentile and see where we end up.
You know, I would never ever just teleport someplace that I had no real idea what was going on. That's dumb dangerous. Good luck though.
Gosh, I don't want to be that guy, but like no one asked.
Also, we
You could
already
just
left,
go there,
so-
right?
What?
You just walk there from to there. It's not that far.
It's kind of far.
You could buy horses. You guys got a ton of money.
Well,
I can get us to Kingsdale safely.
We already made the roll.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's already happening, so.
I'm just saying.
Alright, Captain Hindsight.
well, either way, I rolled a 79, which is in the on target range. So you make it.
As we teleport wildfire, it's just like, because we made it on time.
I like a girl with spunk.
This is.
Shut up, man.
Hell yeah,
That's Theron.
Hell yeah, Theron. I know.
Thank you, Theron.
We all knew.
Good.
Alright, why don't. Oof, fuck. This is a lot. This is
What?
a lot. I haven't been here since my best friend died, and I ran away from home, and then met up with Rick and the other guys.
That sounds like a lot, big guy.
Yeah, it was. That's why I didn't want to come back
Do
here.
you need a hug?
I don't, but you know what? I'll take one.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? This is nice because we're the same height.
Yeah.
You know,
Alright, so we'll-
facing the consequences of your actions and the past are some of the most difficult things you can do. So, it's good for you to be here.
Thanks, man. And you know, I'm glad that you guys are here with me. All of you.
Cool.
This is making it a little easier.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, why don't we go to all of the places I'm familiar with and look for truth? I don't want to name specific places.
Wait, like
but
the figurative.
No,
No,
that's
no.
the person's
hero.
name.
The hero.
Oh!
Remember?
The hero of.
I was doing the armor thing. I wasn't there when you guys were talking.
You know what? It's good to have priorities.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So, are we assuming that they're tieflin since their name is like Truth? I feel like that's a very tieflin name.
Well, you'd be the expert.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it.
All right. So yeah, let's look for a tiefling. Shouldn't be that hard. Why don't we?
Well, is your dad in town? Could we ask him? He would probably know.
Last time I talked to him, I asked him if he wanted to go help out Crag with magic stuff. And he said yeah, and that was the last I heard from him. But we could swing by the old house and see if he's there.
Alright.
It's a place to start.
Yeah.
All right, we head over to Pop's shop.
Yeah, the Green Bottle Emporium.
Mm-hmm.
He's not there.
All right, is it closed?
Yeah.
And it's closed. He's not here. Let's go elsewhere.
Okay.
Okie doke.
Thanks.
All right.
So what should we
Ooh.
do? Should we just go around and start asking people?
I mean, we could start at the pub. We could ask them there. They have a great cream ale.
Oh, you know what? I love a good cream ale.
Yeah, Pappy Henderson's cream ale. It is really good. Let's go.
Cool. Yeah, I'm in.
Alright.
Happy Henderson's cream ale.
While we go to the pub, Owl, just like fly around and like look for tieflings.
Okay.
If you see one, not including Wildfire.
Ted Cooper, go run around and look for tieflings.
Ooh, you shouldn't do that.
Why?
Well, because he looks strange and kind of dangerous, and I don't want him to get hurt.
Right, but he doesn't.
No, I know. I get it. I
He looks
get
like
it.
a wild animal.
He has a fragile ego.
No. We understand. I just think we look cooler if he's with us.
Fair. That's a great one. I mean, as far as we know, he might be the hero, so we gotta make sure he stays safe.
Yeah.
Very safe.
Which is your job, really.
That is my job, isn't it?
If you had one job, it would be to keep Tad Cooper safe.
Yep. So far, I'm doing a great job. He's only died like a handful of times.
That's not bad.
Huh?
That's more times than most people, but
I know, right? Free
fewer
track
times
record.
than some.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
cool.
should we just like start shouting the name
No, no, no.
Truth
No,
or
no,
something?
no, no.
Like that's
Alright.
usually how I
You
go
know
about
what?
finding people.
I say go ahead.
Truth! Truth! Anybody got the truth? No, wait, that's not right.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Nope.
Is there a person named Truth?
I think it's important to encourage young people to have fun.
All right. I mean, yeah. I don't have anything to say against that. Sure. Yeah.
Alright, so we go to the pub.
I was gonna say no because it wasn't effective, but like the fun angle, I didn't even think of.
And she's gonna shop as we go
Alright.
through the town.
So you go to the Rainbow Trout, which is the inn, tavern, pub, inn, bin. It is a 2-story inn. The main floor is a tavern.
Before we go in, Oz is going to disguise self.
Okay.
So he does not look like himself.
Okay. Yeah, and you see there are various patrons. The whole town is like, population's like 350 people. It's
Oh,
not a very big town.
Oh, cool.
In fact, it's pretty on the small side, all things considered. And yeah, you can see you got a large chimney smoke coming out of it, keeping the And there's a grill kind of next to it because everybody's cooking fish. Bread and fish, pretty much the staple of food here.
Nice.
Because they do a lot of fishing. There, as you can see, and you kind of see it as you're walking through the town, that it is fish is a theme for this town. And they don't have any plates. Everything is served in metal bins. All of the fish is contained inside there. You can also see, again, the big signs for Fappy Henderson's Cream Ale.
If this Theron was here, it would remind you of Mr. Buckets.
You can see it's closed off. There's a room behind the bar, which is where all the ale is made. And there's supposedly a special, like, secret ingredient to it. And you can see the
Probably
bartender.
fish.
The bartender is a tabaxi. And yeah, that's what you see.
Brina walks up to the bar.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And he's just like, oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Question.
Sure.
Do you know somebody named Truth?
No.
You sure? Think real hard.
I'm afraid there's not a lot of people in this town. I see pretty much all
Yeah,
of
I
them.
was worried about that.
Excuse me. So we're new in town, and we're looking for.
Oh, there, barkeep.
We're looking for someone who's new in town. His tiefling, presumably dour. Probably, right? He'd probably be dour.
Oh, man, like as an acolyte of
Kalimdor, yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably a little downer.
If you see, he might have like
More like
scales on him somewhere, like in the with a skeleton hand, something like that.
And he's like fish scales?
No, like scales of weight. That's why I did this.
I don't know what you do, man. I thought it was a little dance you do.
Oh no! In Westwick, where I'm from, that's what we do when we're talking about weight scales.
Well, I guess you learn something new every day.
He's gonna give a big wink to Wildfire.
Big ol' wink back. You're doing great.
I thought so.
And he's just like, no, I don't think I know anybody by the name of, I haven't seen any tieflings recently.
Well, thanks for your
Or
information.
anybody named Truth.
Nothing.
All right. Well, we'll keep searching. Thanks for your time.
If you see anything, let us know, please.
Can I have a cream ale, please?
Yeah, sure, of course.
Yeah, Neville. Live wild.
He pours out a Fappy Henderson's Cream Ale.
You know what? I'll take one too.
He
You
pours
know
it
what?
out.
Me too.
No.
No.
None for the kid.
Yeah, that's
we'll-
fair.
We'll pour out one for everyone but the kid.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then you guys
Is it
will
good?
have them. It is.
Oh, this is good.
Hey, I told you.
It's pretty good, yeah.
This is nice.
Thank you.
You guys, mind if we just like sit here for a second?
Yeah, let's just drink these quick.
Just sit.
You want some like goat's milk or something, kiddo?
Goats milk.
It's great
I
for the
mean,
digestion.
I don't know what else you got. Barkeep.
They do have a pretty surprising selection of different kinds of booze, but they're like we got water, and we got.
Oh, would you be able to make one of those real heavy drinks called a Shirley Temple?
And he just kind of laughs and he's like, "Yeah, I think we could make something like that
All
work."
right. Just
sounds
just
fun.
go a little lighter on it than normal, you know, for the kid.
Yeah, he will make a Shirley Temple and give it to Sabrina.
So, Bruce,
Yes.
the little time we spent in Barovia, I noticed not a lot of ale, mostly wine.
It tastes like the dew of the mountain.
Oh, is it really?
It's it's
The red cup.
well, wine is pretty standard. It's also like the closest thing to blood, so it's kind of seems on theme.
So when's the last time you had a beer?
I don't remember.
Well, cheers, bro.
Drink up
To the truth.
to the truth.
I mean, you might have picked up on this from what we've been saying, but like, this is where I'm from. This is where I grew up.
This isn't adorable little town.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
when you're growing up here, it seems like smotheringly small, but like once you've been out in the world, smallness doesn't really bother you that much.
Yeah, you're right. And there's something nice about coming home.
Yeah. All right, this was a good moment. Let us move on and find truth.
All right, cool.
So let's. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go.
Oh, no, you go right ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask what we were gonna do.
Okay. So we're looking for a lost hero, right?
Maybe
Now,
they wander around in the
what I
woods.
wish you had done back at that place before, but I
You gotta
was
be
like,
which place? The bar?
what? No, when you were talking to the Kellamfor lady, just be like, oh, since you know it's him, what do you know about him? Like, oh, what does he look like? Or, oh, why is he considered lost? Did he lose his memory? Is he like just really bad at directions? Stuff like that.
We could have asked a whole series of questions, but
So
that didn't happen.
No. Well, I wasn't there.
Yeah,
I
unfortunately.
would have been great.
Yeah.
So maybe do
I
you
mean-
have like a sending box? Could you ask her?
Brina's just gonna walk around and
Things
ask people
about
if they
that?
know truth.
I think that might be a good way to start, because we're looking for someone who is lost, right?
Yeah.
So, but yet they're alive, and yet we know they are somewhere in this town.
Okay. It takes her some time to do it, so I'll do the sending box, and it's going to be a while before we get a response from her.
You said that she had a list of people, right? That she
Yeah.
just worked down. So those are people that she probably already knew some things about. So she might not even have to ask.
Okay.
She might have
Be like,
just
"Here,
had information.
I'll do that. Hey, Brittany, it's Oz. Sorry, so soon.
Sorry.
Can we get some deets on truth? Height, weight. Why is he lost?
One more word.
Etc.
Please.
Alright,
It's the best one.
You get a response, and it's tiefling.
You're right.
Gobbled it.
Yeah.
Standard height.
He's got height. He's got a height.
Medium build.
Go.
Hey.
Sword and shield.
Sword and shield.
Half plate armor. Where am I as far as words go?
11.
11. Okay. I don't know where he is, and he never came back. Therefore, lost.
One more.
Sorry.
Perfect. Alright.
He said, or she said that he was in bin though, right?
No.
Oh no,
No,
Lynn figured that
Mistra.
out, yeah.
Well,
Mistra
What
told
a
us he
useful
was in bin.
fellow.
why don't
Useful fellow.
He's a great guy.
why don't we hit up the shops, ask around, see if anyone has seen him? He would probably stick out as a tiefling in a small town like this.
Right.
Maybe he was doing something in the area, so he got some information from someone. We've literally only asked one person.
Does Brina find anything as she goes around and asking random people if they know anything about truth? Because while this whole conversation was going on, she was just like, "Hey, excuse me. No? Okay, bye." Truth. You look like a guy who knows information.
Brina, get off the roof, please.
How did I end up up here?
I'm not sure.
What? Magic.
I think he just ran.
Yeah, I don't think that's magic.
Ready? I'm gonna run over the building.
Please don't.
No, you don't get anything from any of the random people that happen to be in the inn today about truth. You do get like some person's just like, there's several people that are questioning when you say the truth or
Not
truth.
the truth. Truth. Like a person.
And they're like, truth about what person?
Truth by what? What? No, there's a person named Truth.
Is there?
Yes. I'm
Oh.
trying to find them.
Good
They
luck.
are lost.
Well, good luck.
These people are useless. She's gonna stomp back to the table, sit down, and be like, "I see why you left this place. These people, they don't know anything.
Yeah, they
After growing up with the monks who literally know everything. Ay, small towns.
Ay caramba.
Ay caramba.
Alright, why don't we split up? We each hit a shop.
Ask them if they've seen a tiefling, etc., etc. If he asked any questions, we'll try and get some more information, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so
Is there a graveyard in the town?
I mean, I guess there is a place where people would bury the dead.
Okay.
but
Is
it's
there
not
a
very big.
temple in the town?
No, there is no temple. Oh wait, yes there is. I'm sorry. There's a temple to what's that god's name? Persona, I think. It's god of the depths. It's a Triton god
Oh, neat.
of the depths. So yes, there is a temple.
Cool.
Just the one.
All right. Well, that sounds like a good place to check.
Yeah, I agree.
did you
Bruce, are
want
you
to stick
getting?
with
Do you get like
Bruce?
dead vibes?
What?
I said, did you want to stick with Bruce?
Like-
You guys are. I feel like you two are usually
Like in general, like
Somebody
when you
should
were
keep an eye on
Lord of Barovia, you
I'll
seem
take
to have a lot of like. You seem to like know everything that was going on, whether it was dead or alive or anything. So like,
No,
Can you, like-
the land?
yes, can you
The land was me.
can you sense like other deadish stuff?
And he just is like,
Yeah, Brucey.
He just like
What you got?
puts his hands on his temples and he just like sits there for a little while, just like meditating. And he like was reaching out with his hands.
Brenda goes to touch his hand.
And he's just like,
Slaps her hand.
and he's just like, no.
Well, thanks for trying.
All right.
So.
So splitting up.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty safe town. So.
Yeah, they have 2 rules in the town: no fishing without a permit and no violence.
Yeah. So like,
Those are good rules.
don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
So don't punch
Punch
bad.
literally no one.
Punch bad.
Yeah, all grievances must be taken up with the authorities or the small council.
So why don't we? Yeah, let's
She
split
goes
up.
with the
Just
floor.
ask a couple shop owners if
That's
they
all.
saw anything, heard anything,
The universal rule.
etc.
Cool.
And then we'll go from there.
All right.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll go check out the temple.
Thank you. Bruce, would you mind checking out the where they bury their dead?
And he's like, nope, no problem.
All right. Brina,
Yeah.
where haven't you been yet?
Anywhere besides this tavern. This is where I've been talking to people. Or anybody immediately outside, and all those people I yelled at in the street on our way to the tavern from your house.
Gotcha. What other shops are in the town?
So just as a reminder, we're right on the coast here. We've got this little bay, so there's lots of docks down there. So there's a whole bunch of different fish stands down by the docks. You've got the Turned Leg, which is a furniture store. You've got a glass blower shop called Big Summer Blowout. You've got Junie May's house. She is kind of okay at cutting hair. It's not a barbershop, it's just her house.
Oh,
So she's okay, so people sometimes get their hair cut there. Mayflower, which is a bakery. Mending Mods is a tailor. Poles and More is the general store where they would sell fishing supplies and things like that. Obviously, the closed Green Bottle Emporium, and that is pretty much it.
all right. Brina,
I'm sorry, there is a blacksmith, Scales by Vandeth, which is the town leader.
Okay, cool. Brina, why don't you hit up the general store,
Okay.
and I will hit up the blacksmith. Why don't we all, when we're done, we'll meet at the bakery.
Wait, what?
All right,
what
cool.
do I do? Where are you
Wildfire!
sending me?
Sorry, Wildfire. I need you to check out the tailor.
Okay.
Yeah,
Should-
I don't think he would have
should
stopped by
anybody
the
go
furniture
talk
store.
by the docks and the stalls down?
Well, I'm heading to
Alright.
the temple, which I assume is down by the docks.
Because it's a
Yeah.
Water thing. All right,
So
great.
I'll take a look around. You know, maybe he's out fishing.
Maybe he's lost at sea.
Oh, is there a place where we would be able to check for fishing permits?
The
Go see if he got a fish.
Holds and more?
Pulls and More would be a good place. That's where you could sign up and get a license or permit from there.
Do they have like a
Baltimore.
ledger of people who have fishing licenses?
Go find out.
I don't know, says the ethereal god who who doesn't impart omniscience onto you here. So
Well, when we check it out, we'll check it out.
All right, so let's go talk to our people. Meet back at the bakery.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
because
good.
does that sound good? Like he
Yeah.
wouldn't have stopped by the furniture store. He probably wouldn't have gotten a haircut.
Well, this is a great start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
All right, break.
okay. So you guys all go off in your different directions.
Yeah.
break, but we haven't done any work yet.
This whole thing has been work.
Okay.
I thought we were having fun.
So, Oz, you go to Scales by Vandeth, which is I'm sorry. It's I thought it was the town leader. My bad. It was the town leader's brother.
Okay, cool.
My mistake. So he is a Triton, male Triton, forge cleric. Yeah, and he is known. You would obviously know this. Is known for his scale mail that he makes, which is kind of made in all sorts of sea-based colors, and then is known to be able to work elven enchantments, or not elven enchantments, sorry, rather work enchantments into him to allow you to breathe underwater while you wear said
cool.
scale mail. And then also has a contact, or had a contact as far as you knew, with the elves to get mithril crafted so you could have no disadvantage with swimming stuff while also being able to breathe underwater.
Oh, heck yeah. That's great.
But elves contacts not so much a thing anymore. Anyway, so yeah, you go to the blacksmith, and Bandit is there working.
Excuse me, kind sir.
They'll stop hammering. Yeah, what's up?
I'm looking for a friend of mine who passed through here recently. Was wondering if he might have stopped in your shop for some information or some equipment. Name Truth, Tiefling, Sword Shield, armor. Ring any bells?
Didn't see anybody.
Alright. Well, thanks for your time. Actually, quick question. So, you, all this fancy schmancy armor. I've heard tell that back in the day you could get mithril from the elves.
Yeah, and they just stopped answering.
So they stopped answering you too?
Yeah, so I just figured they just don't want to deal with me anymore.
We've been hearing that no word's getting in or out. Not a big deal, but like, maybe your business will pick back up.
Maybe.
Good luck, bud.
Thanks.
And then Oz leaves.
Going on that.
Alright.
So you were going to...
Wildfire is going to the Tailor.
Yep. And then general store for
Brina.
Brina,
Okay.
who's also in charge of checking for licenses.
I thought
No. The
Neville was.
the tackle shop. Is
Yeah.
that the general store?
Yeah, Poles and More is both the
Yeah.
general
Oh, what?
store, and yeah, so that's something that Brina has to ask.
Okay.
We're trusting her with this.
We're trusting
Also-
Bruce to be alone for the first time.
I'm assuming Owl didn't see anything
Yeah.
out and about,
Okay.
so I'm gonna have like Owl tail Brina from far away because I don't think we should let a child loose unsupervised. So
Not this child.
Owl,
Think of the people.
if she gets in any trouble, just let me know, and
And then I'll be back.
Okay. Alright, so with Wildfire going to the Tailor, it's run by Maud. She has, you can see again, all sorts of fish adjacent designs, scale patterns weaved into everything. And she's in there just working on like a dress, a scale dress, scalloped-y, scallop shells.
Ho there.
And she's
Tailor?
like, oh, hello. Hi.
I hate to be a bother, but me and my friends, we had a buddy come that we kind of lost track of, and we heard that he had made his way through this town at a certain point. So we're just kind of asking around, seeing if anybody's heard or seen of him. His name is Truth. He's a tiefling like myself. He's got a shield and a sword. Any of this ringing any bells or whistles?
And she chuckles a little
the
bit
old
at that.
ringing whistle.
And she's just like, no, I I'll be honest, I haven't really gone out much. It just takes so much time to prep for the fish festival. I have so much work to do.
Oh.
Fish Coachella.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, you know what? I have every confidence that you will pull it off. And I'm gonna pat her and give her guidance
And she's like,
on her side.
and she's like, well, thank you. It's just, it's so much work for such a short period of time. But, I mean, maybe your friend came for the festival.
Oh, maybe.
it'd be very easy to lose them. People come from all around. It's just a wild time.
When is the festival?
Let's see. At this point, it's probably 2 months away.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, sometimes people come and they just love the town so much that they stay. I mean, maybe they were here for the last one.
Maybe.
And then
Maybe. That's a good lead. And I will follow up on it elsewhere. Thank you so much for your time.
Sure.
If you happen to see him or hear of him,
I will let you all if you're around.
well, yeah, we'll be in the town probably for a day or so. So,
Sure.
All right. Well, I'll leave you to your work, ma'am.
And she just continues to sew slightly better on this particular stitch.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Just the single one.
Uh-huh. All right, and then we'll go to, I guess we'll go to Brina going to Poles and More here.
Since it's a general store, is there the candy shelf that most convenience stores / general stores have?
Yeah, we'll say there is.
She's gonna grab a bunch.
Okay.
Grab a bunch of bags. And if there are any fun I don't know, things that she might like. She can grab some of those. The little poppers.
I don't think they have them
They
here.
might.
Little wooden fish.
Yeah, or the ones that you those, but also the music one.
Yeah.
Like that type of
definitely.
stuff?
Yep, for sure.
She's gonna buy a little souvenir for everybody back in Felgar.
Most fish-related tchotchkes you could think of, they have.
She's gonna get one for each of the members of
Nesting
the
fish.
Everyone in the prophecy.
Bin nesting fish.
All right, exactly. All right, and then she's gonna go up to the counter and put it all up on the counter with the candy and stuff like
And then
that.
obviously there's all sorts of fishing tackle
Well,
and things like that.
Hi,
Oh, hello. That
I
is
would
a lot
like
of
these things, please.
Okay. Wow. I guess you're new in town.
Yeah.
Wow, alright. That'll be 3 gold for all of it.
There you go.
Ah, but it's Brina bucks.
On his $3. So then he gets it and he's like, what is it? Oh, and it turns into gold. And he's like, oh, that's weird.
You're welcome.
And he's just like, I guess.
So I got a question for you, sir.
Sure.
Like you said, I'm new in town. I have a couple of friends who are doing some other shopping. We had a friend that we heard came through here a little while ago. We've been having a hard time tracking him down, so we're kind of asking around to see if anybody recognizes his description. So, here we go. Ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. His name is Truth. He is a tiefling of average size, and he has a sword and a shield, and that's all I got.
Okay.
Sound
How long
familiar?
ago did he come here?
Not a clue. You have all the information I have.
I see. Wow. Well, I mean, if he came as part of the festival, I mean, so many people.
Question. So wait, are all these people coming?
You're probably
festival?
a little too young to
What
understand.
festival and when does it occur?
The
Did it
big-
happen already? Is
well,
that when all
I mean,
those
it
people
happens,
came in?
It happens every year.
Okay,
and
what-
it's about 2 months away.
Oh, so why would all those people have come in through here now?
I'm not saying they did. You said you don't know when your friend came through.
And I don't know if it was. Well, actually, it might have been a year ago. Who's to say?
I don't. I have all the information you have.
I know it's very confusing, right? I heard that you had fishing permits and stuff that people buy, right?
Yes, that is true.
Do you have a list of people who have
Yeah,
purchased
Yeah.
licenses?
I can look through that.
Could we look through and see if maybe he's on there?
Sure. Definitely. And he'll go and he'll get the ledger and he'll start. But you have no idea when.
I would say maybe look through the last 3 months.
Okay, that's a starting point. We can look through there. And you look and there's not a lot of permit applications for the past 3 months.
Okay, maybe go back a little further.
All right. And we're looking for truth.
Maybe within the last year?
Okay.
You said maybe he came in as part of the festival. Maybe go back to when the festival was.
Okay, I can do that.
What
Sure.
were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, Mistra said he's here now, so it probably wasn't a year ago.
Oh!
Well, you could have got here a year ago.
You don't know.
It's fair.
How
Okay.
long are the permits valid?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Question for
This guy.
Anything?
He will look through stuff for the past year.
Mm-hmm.
Does not have anything by the name of truth. He's like, that doesn't mean, I don't know your friend.
Yeah.
Does he have a different name?
Maybe. Has anybody new come into town recently besides like me?
People come and go. And not too often. We're kind of a stopping point on the way if you're traveling up and down the road here, whether from Kingsdale or elsewhere. So
Okay.
people coming in and out of town, but not everybody stops to get a permit, because if you're not going to stay here for an extended period of time, you're probably not going to want to spend the money to buy a permit to go fishing if you're just, if we're just a stop on the way.
Okay.
So, it's not like a ton of people. It's, maybe, 3, 4, 5 people every month or so.
Is there anybody who monitors people coming into town or leaving town or anything like that? Like a guard or?
We have, a small little sort of, I guess you could call it more of like a militia.
Sheriff.
Yeah, a sheriff and a deputy, pretty much, and then anybody who can pick up a weapon and is relatively
Okay.
able-bodied. It's not a very big town. Most,
Yeah.
you are probably one of the most out-of-place things we've seen, because you're new.
Yeah, that's fair.
Don't recognize you.
Alright. Well, thanks for your help. If you see anything, me and my pals will be in town for a few days, maybe a day, who's to say. And she's gonna give him a piece of candy. Thank you!
And he's just like, oh.
And then go away with her purchases.
Okay, you have assorted fish tchotchkes. I'll let you determine what they all are.
Candy too.
And you have a
Real
lot
big
of,
sugar high.
yeah, a lot of
Saltwater taffy.
yeah, a lot of taffy, a lot of
Swedish fish.
sure. Yeah, you know what?
Gummy fish.
Bin fish
Yeah.
from yeah. All right, they come in a little bin. I guess
Yeah.
that's very typical here.
Mm-hmm.
And Neville was going to
The docks
The
and
docks.
the temple.
Okay. All right. So yeah, when you go down to the docks, you can see it's pretty. It's I'm going to call it bustling, but there's a lot of
Busy.
that's the main thing that happens in the town is
Right.
fishing, and there are various ships, not like massive ships.
Yeah, but
Some
like-
of them you think might be able to possibly be like true seaworthy, but this is mostly like a lake.
Like 6, 8 people
Yeah.
on most of them.
Yeah, and
like
some of them are smaller.
trawlers.
Yeah, some of them are smaller, like rowboats too and stuff.
Cool.
But yeah, you see a bunch of people around, and then the temple
So sorry.
is nearby.
Do I see any tieflings?
Make a perception check.
That's a 6 on the roll. You took Neville's character off my
Oh, no.
list.
Yeah, I have it.
You have it.
I forgot about that.
Aha. So I'm gonna guess not great.
Probably not, I'm gonna say.
What
Nothing.
are you looking for?
Perception.
He gets a +6.
12. Yeah, nothing.
Nothing
no-
sticks out.
Nothing, glaringly.
All right. So I'll head to the temple.
Okay.
I'll walk in. Is there a person there?
Yeah, there's a Triton priestess.
Cool. I'll say, good day. How are you?
I'm as good as I can be. Things are life in a small town.
Yeah, I hear you. Seems like rich fishing. Which
Yeah,
is
ideally, that's what we're hoping for.
very well. So me and my group of companions are searching for a tiefling who goes by the name Truth. He is of the lost right now, but he was at one point a follower of Kellenborg. I don't know, perhaps somebody, maybe not of the same name, came here looking for guidance at some point. We're seeking him out in fulfillment of a prophecy.
Okay, so it sounds like it's important stuff.
It is. It is.
Well, I don't recall anybody. I assume you do the whole description and back and forth. Just I don't really recall anybody of that description, at least coming here to me.
Right.
But that doesn't mean people don't come in and stay not at the inn or stay at other places or find other places to come into the city and then leave. We're a small town, sure, but I don't pretend like I'm fully aware of everything that goes on here. She says I can.
Well, we're attempting to cast a wide net.
Yes. She chuckles at that because her husband is the bartender and he is very much a teller of bad jokes.
Ah, there we go.
And she says, let's see, is this... Oh, what happened to my screen? That's weird.
That's a weird thing for her to say.
It is a weird thing for her to say. Thanks, Jake.
Just standing behind a screen door. She's like,
What happened to this?
It's so leaky.
And she says,
All screen doors are leaky, Sean.
I meant squeaky.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
and she says, I can, give me a minute, I can see what I can figure out about your friend here.
That would be fantastic.
And she will begin casting a spell. Well, it does not look anything like what Flint typically does.
Sure.
And it seems like it's really taxing on her to cast the spell.
Okay.
And you can see, like, as she's doing it, there's you can kind of hear the sounds of like the waves, and like there's sort of a smell of like salty sea air. Even though like Bin is pretty much a freshwater lake,
Right.
This is definitely the smell of salt water. And you see her sort of meditating and thinking about some things. And let's see. They relate to the area. And she will, like, you see there's definitely, like, eyes are closed, definitely seemingly communing in some way, and there is a, like, you know, like a look of concern on her face, like at one point, like confusion, even though her eyes are shut. And then she sort of comes out of this after maybe 10 minutes or so of doing this, and she looks beat. Like, this took a lot out of her to do this. And actually, I will say that Neville has like some. She's a paladin,
Okay. All right.
so typically these kinds of magics are not something that you have access to regularly.
Sure. Yeah.
And she's like, well, this is concerning. So I did my best to speak to my god about your friend. Not that I expected much in the way
Sure,
of answers, but apparently there's some things going on, much larger things going on that
That is-
I was not aware of. And it seems like your friend, associate,
I mean, yeah. Coworker.
coworker, is embroiled in some pretty bad things.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So, I guess not a lot of people go to the furniture shop. We don't really have a lot of need for furniture here.
Of course, yeah, that's fair. I don't own any myself.
That's fair. Apparently, I don't know how to say this, but I guess apparently it's a front
Oh, jeez.
for something much worse or nefarious, I suppose.
Okay.
And it seemed, I think your friend's there.
Well, thank you for the information.
Oh, and just like there's some sort of extraplanar influence involved there too.
Ooh.
I don't know what. I just know that there is some.
Okay.
That's the
Well,
best I got.
you know what? That is so much more information than I could have hoped for. So I'm going to thank you kindly for that. And
Yeah.
he'll put, Neville doesn't have any money. So he will just say a prayer instead.
Okay, that works. And then he leaves.
Have a blessed day.
She's you as well, and she's just like very much shaken to her core.
Yeah. That's great. So Neville's like, fucking Oz clearly lied about this whole furniture store thing. Oh, no one would go to the furniture store, he says, in the town that he grew up in.
Because no one does go to.
You bring this up with Oz if you'd like.
He might like to, but first he's gonna go find Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce is in the cemetery. Well, the small plot of very small area where there's some headstones.
Find anything?
Well, it doesn't look like many people here. I don't think the town's that old. It doesn't seem like I don't see a lot of very old headstones. So perhaps I don't know if that doesn't. But other than that, no.
All right.
A lot of fishing accidents.
You know how Oz was saying that we shouldn't go check out the furniture store.
Yes.
Well, I got a hot tip from a paladin at the temple that, in fact, the guy we're looking for is most likely being held against his will in the furniture store, which is a front for something darker, potentially extraplanar.
But that's disconcerting.
That is disconcerting. It's also disconcerting that Oz would purposely lead us away from the furniture store.
I mean, is it possible he just didn't know?
It is possible that he just didn't know. Is it likely, though, considering this is where he grew up and he's one of those sneaky types? I'm going to say less than likely.
I mean, yeah. Listen, as someone who's, I'm, not even bothered. Maybe we just give him the benefit of the doubt. People's pasts are, ideally, in the past.
Yeah, behind them, I think that would be ideal as
so
well.
So maybe it's just maybe that's it.
Maybe that's just someplace that he wouldn't want to go. Unless he had to.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, but we're gonna have to go find out.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess to the bakery then.
Yes. I wonder if they have fish food.
Yeah.
And they do actually. They have bread that is got like salted fish baked inside it. That's like the specialty.
Hot. It's actually really good. Is it really good?
It's actually really good.
It is actually really good.
Cool. It's the Mayflower, yeah. Special bread that is shaped like a fish, filled with deboned salted fish.
Ooh.
So yeah, you guys will all meet up at the bakery, and that's where we'll end for tonight.
Cool.
Anyway, so I was thinking about going and buying an ottoman.
Alright. Weird, but go for it.
Yeah, from the furniture store.
Yeah,
Okay.
weird, but go for it.
Alright, I will.
Guys, I got your little keychains.
For all those keys that everybody has. All right, folks. Well, we will see you next week with more of this. Guys, it's like Christmas is next week.
Oh, yeah.
Next Friday.
I know, isn't that
I know,
crazy?
it really.
It seems like it really
It is
snuck up.
bonanzas.
10 days.
No.
Yeah, 10 days. It's
Oh, I
wild.
have so many things to do.
Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back next week. I think with this again, right?
Yes.
And then
Yep.
it's Evil Game the following week.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Gonna kill a
Stay
baby.
warm.
It's true.
Nothing says Christmas like killing a baby.
Well, it's New Year's, I guess.
Yeah!
Baby New Year. There's a thing. We could make it work.
We're yeah.
Anyway.
Baby's name is 2020.
Yeah.
You're ridiculous.
Aw.
Thank you all so much for watching.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Bye, Internet!
We love you.